all of her fabrics match each other. So you should be able to buy what you want and put it together in a project if that's what you want to do. Now, let's just give you the details of an amazing quilt bundle. Now, behind us is not a quilt. It's a representation of the quilt that you will make, because you might look at that and go, well, that doesn't look very bright and it looks very sheer. That's right, because it's just printed onto a piece of sheer fabric to show you what you'll make.
Yeah.
But you get all the individual pieces cut and ready to go. Kirsty, she knew, you see, she knew, she's on it, my girl.
But we forgot the quilt.
I was actually going to look at the fabric. Just bring it all over, Kirsty. Bring it all over. Thank you, my darling. She was dashing over there, she knew. What I wanted to do was just, because it's so much brighter, I mean, look at this. Amazing.
Yeah, that's from the Monkey Wrench collection. It's like bananas.
Bananas.
And monkeys.
Yeah. Oh, look. Oh, monkeys.
That's the...
Are they crafty monkeys?
They're
Slight plug there.
Definitely crafty monkeys.
Slight plug for my company. It's been allowed.
Yeah,
I've been told.
why not? Why
Crafty
not?
monkeys. Check me out online. Summer treats. Anyway. These are gorgeous though. So look, these all come all pre-cut and ready.
Yes, so and in the kit are all the acrylic templates for making it. So it's all EPP, English paper piecing.
Yes.
And all the templates are there to make it.
Amazing.
And I'm going to show you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Talk you through how to do it.
Yes, because of course you've got lots of shows tomorrow, haven't
but
you?
It's all of these, you look at the design, you've got prints, plains, spots, solids, some really vivid stripes down the bottom here.
Yeah.
But they all go together, so it makes that quilt, which I think if you tried to choose the fabrics yourself to create that, you probably wouldn't. You'd think, well, no, they don't go together, but they do.
But they do.
But they do, and that's because she's a genius.
She is a genius. If you're watching, Julie, you're a genius.
You are a genius.
Because I don't understand how your brain can work to make so many different patterns and colours that work together. Because if I tried to do that, it would be a mess.
I know, and I try, and it just wouldn't work. But
it wouldn't work.
She's an artist, and she just loves. She comes from a mum owned a patchwork shop, and so now she runs this company where she designs all the fabric, and her mum works for her, and her brother and sister work for her, and they just all do it as a big family company.
Amazing.
She's just great.
She is great, and we're so lucky to have her gorgeous fabrics. Okay, so if you would like to buy that selection, it is 323. It is a £90 saving on that collection of fabrics there. Yes, that's big, isn't it? You can split it to 3 ways as well. So it is 3 payments at £53 today, your first of 3 interest-free flexible payments. 323. Love that though. Love it. That's what you're going to make. Gorge. Right, I'm going to give that back because otherwise it's going to go in the way of there, and then Chris will have to press more buttons and he will not be happy. But like, ugh. Let's go back to our one-day special now, shall we? So, what are you going to do for us, my lovely?
Well, I'm going to talk you through the basics of making a cushion.
Okay,
so
perfect.
if you've not made one before, then this will help.
Yeah, and
so,
you get the cushion pattern, of course, free with your one-day
so
special.
all the measurements and the instructions, this one's a bit creased because I've had it in my bag and I've travelled. They all come in here, so everything you need to know. So you don't need to write down anything or remember.
Okay, brilliant, because it's all going to come along to you.
Because you might, yes.
Yes.
So now, am I laying it this way round?
Yes, that's perfect.
Or so does it go that way round?
It's perfect again. Is it? Which way would you like it, Chris?
Facing me? Or?
That one. That one. That one is saying that one.
That one. I'm going to lay them all. I'm going to lay the cushion out because that's how you start.
That's perfect.
Right. So I just want to make sure.
We just want to make sure we don't upset Chris.
Yes. Am I facing the right way?
He's clearly in the mood tonight, isn't he? Have you heard him?
So what you do is you start by cutting out everything.
Yeah.
Now the centre of the cushion, this is where you feature something. So I chose the raccoon print. There were 7 fabrics, so you can choose whichever one you wanted, but I specifically wanted him. So you have to cut him into a square, and I made sure he was in the middle.
Okay.
Fussy cutting, if you haven't done that before, fussy cutting is cutting a piece of fabric with the picture that you want or the image in the place you want. That's it. It's nothing more complicated than that. Okay. So, and then you cut out, you need 12 squares. So I cut out 3 squares of 4 fabrics. And again, you can fussy cut these or not. So what you've got to do now, before you sew it all together and realise it doesn't match, is just lay it out. So you've got 4 across the top, 2 down the sides and 4 across the bottom. And by doing this, you can then visually see whether it works, because you get to the end and go, oh, well, that's a bit silly, isn't it?
Yeah.
and you can work out which way round you want them to go. So just spend a little bit of time, you know, look at it, and you see, I would probably now swap that one, and you see what I mean?
Yes.
Now I'm going to swap that one. But anyway.
Yeah. And just to show you, that's that's what we're sort of aiming for.
That's the end. But the picture's on the front of the instructions, so you can see the layout. But just spend a bit of time. I mean, you could do them all the same colour if you want. You don't have to do them. I just chose to do them like that. You've got plenty of fabric. There's lots of fabric in the kit. So.
Yes. Well, this is option 1 and 2 sort of combined there, but that's how it goes, and then we turn it around. You can see the backing there. So that's what we're aiming for. Lovely. Okay, so...
And then this is option 2.
Option 2. Which is that the busiest one, option 2? Yes.
No, which is the favourite.
It's a favourite.
Yeah. He's lovely, isn't he?
He is.
So
gorgeous.
he's pink and orange. Then what you do is you then cut out all your pieces of... I've just used a plain white fabric, purely because these prints are very bold. The background is quite white, and I wanted them to frame, and I wanted a really clean look. If you wanted to go for a different effect, you could go for a plain. You could have a bright plain, or you could go for like a natural linen or a cream, or you could even, if you wanted it really bright and mad, you could even use one of the prints.
Yeah.
So this print, which I'm using for the borders, is in here as well.
Yes.
But you could use that for the panes if you want to. I just used a plain white, but that's up to you. And then just to make it easier, you sew it all together in stages, and it says in the instructions. I find it a bit easier at this stage to lay out where all the bits are going to go, because then you can see, so you've got A's there. I labelled them. When you cut them out, if I lean over, is that ruining your... Oh, is it coming from behind me if I stand up? I'm messing
Carry
the
on
system.
as you are. You
as
have been
you
given
are.
the word
As you
from
are.
Chris.
Okay.
He will work around you. He's warming up now.
Okay. I know he did explain to me where it was, and I can't remember. So if you lay them out, that just sort of helps visually. If you've got a flat surface and you can leave them there, lovely. If you haven't and you need to remember what you've done, I just take a quick picture on my phone.
Yes. Yeah.
And then you can just refer
Then you
to
can
it.
refer to
or
it.
if you do this and you think, oh, flipping, I've got to make the tea now.
Yeah.
Then you've got it on.
Which happens.
Which happens regularly. There we go. Then the longer one goes between.
Yes.
But I'll put one of those in now, and then you can see see what it looks like. So it doesn't look right at the minute because I haven't sewed them together, so it looks like they're not going to fit, but they will. They will fit. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's how it works.
Lovely.
But then you see, once you put all your window panes in, you can then have another look and be absolutely sure. You see, I'm not really sure about this. There's none of these going on up there.
No.
You know.
Maybe they'll switch around. But that's the beauty of it, isn't it? And,
Yes.
and the thing is, as well, it's like a Rubik's Cube. When you get there at the end, you think, how did I do that? And this is what will happen with this, that you'll do it and you'll go, oh, that's perfect. How did I come up with that idea? It just happens. Just play, basically.
I know, and then some people just know it instinctively, and you could spend ages moving it around, but this just gives you the opportunity. See, it's still not right, but to move stuff around.
I would maybe go, if I took one of those over there, put that there, and then put that there. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And then you can decide which way up you're going to get them anyway.
Yeah.
But it just gives you a little bit of time to think about it. And then if you really can't decide, just cut them all out in the same colour.
Yeah. Which makes it easy.
And which makes it easier.
Yeah. Perfect.
Okay. So, shall I show you starting off to put it together?
Yes,
now it's
please do.
clearly in my way because
Yeah.
I want to put my sewing machine there.
There.
This is why you take a picture, because you then realise that it's all in your way, which is what's just happened. And now it's not making any sense. There we go.
That's it.
So what you do to start with, you make the tops and the bottoms. So you take your white strip without the fluff and your pins, and you pin this right sides together with that. And that's the beauty of having this laying, because then you make sure you keep it around the right way. Just match up the raw edges. Pin it together. I mean, anyone who is used to patchwork will obviously know how to do this, but I'm just going to explain it in case there's beginners as well.
Oh, there are always
beginners.
Yeah, there are people who will never have watched a fabric show before, or never have quilted before, or done anything. And you know, you can always start. You can start at any age. But the one thing you do need to have is definitely top quality fabrics. And that's what you've got here. You've got design, you've got colour, you've got quality, and you've got great pricing today.
And you see, look how well they cut. There's nice crisp edges on there, and when you press them, they press well. They don't, even if they've got creases where they folded, they just press out. Now, I've used a 1 centimetre seam allowance, which it says in the instructions to use. just because I can never decide between 1 centimetre, half an inch, but I've gone metric for this one. So sew them together, reverse stitching at the beginning and end so it doesn't come undone. And I've got a really cool sewing machine because it cuts. Oh,
what is it about sewists who love a machine that does the cutting? It's such a simple little thing, but honestly, the people I've worked with who get great joy out of a machine that does the cutting.
Great joy. Now, which was my other one? Oh, it was that one, wasn't it? Yeah. So then, if it's, this one doesn't matter, but if it was facing a particular way, you've got it laying out flat, put the other one, right sides together on the other side of that strip, and again, mine doesn't even have a handle for putting the lever down, love it. And then reverse stitch at the beginning and the end again and cut it. Now, you've got that. So what I would do now is I would press the seams open.
Okay.
Because shall I do that now?
Yes.
Is that okay?
Yes. I tell you what, while you're doing some pressing, because we know how to press a seam open.
Oh, not with this iron. It's amazing.
Well, I know it is a clever iron. Let's just have a look at these, because I just want to draw your attention to these. Sorry, this one. So much fabric on the show. Now, these are fat quarters. You're actually getting 20 here of these. They are absolutely beautiful. I'm going to lift them up so that you can see, because they are so... I mean, look at these. Oh. They should be nearly £100, you know, these fabrics, and I am not surprised. Look at the colour and, you know, look at the patterns. Look at how, once again, they all go together. I mean, just how can pinks and oranges go together with greens and khakis? But they do. Look, and the reds. This is one of my favourites. I love that. And then that one, and then onto there. So, I mean, just stunning, stunning fabrics. All of that, £69.99 today instead of nearly £100. That's a great saving. It's, of course, on FlexiPay, so £35 today, £35 in a month's time. 718780, your item number. And you could do so much with those. And, of course, they are a fat quarter. If you don't know how big a fat quarter is, let me just show you, because some people might not know. That is how much fabric you are getting in each piece. It's a lot. You get 20 of those, so that's a lot of fabric, so you could have some great fun with those fat quarters. Great for quilting, but just stunning. And do you know what I really like about these fabrics as well is that if you're making children's projects, children are going to love them, but if you're making a beautiful adult project, then, you know, people of an older generation will like them as well. You know what I mean? They're not sort of age specific.
No, they're not.
Because you've got little creatures, which is great for children, but then again, little creatures, they're really sort of very classy fabrics as well, so they'd look lovely in someone's living room. You know, if you had a kind of...
but they're really good if you wanted to line a bag or put something really sort of zippy inside. If you wanted something a bit neutral, these are great for things like that. And I think if you're a bit scared of bright fabrics, I don't know where to start. You know, this is all chosen for you. So it's easy.
It all works. You don't have to worry about the colours going together. So it's a great way to experiment with colour and to learn about colour, actually.
Yes,
so it's a good learning project.
Well, like you said, you now know pink and orange goes together beautifully.
Who knew?
Who knew? Yeah. So I've now sewn the top and the bottom together, and then the next thing you do, I was just about to do it, is you sew, these are A's, an A to a middle and to an A to the bottom. So you just paste it right sides together. So what we're doing is creating the centre panel of the cushion. Now you should pin this together first, but I'm not going to, because they don't fray. Right. And then you take another ray, and this is the beauty of having it all lying out flat. Clearly, if you've gone and fed the cat and come back, you can always refer to your photo. But this design, because there's so much fabric in this bundle, if you wanted to make a bigger quilt, you could use the design, but just keep expanding it. You could make, say, 3 of them, of the cushions. Yeah. Or, you know, and then make 12, and you can make a bigger quilt.
Yes, exactly.
Because this design would just keep expanding, because the cushion then has borders on it. Yes. But if you just use the centre, you could use this design to keep expanding.
Exactly. Yeah, I think they're fabulous.
Right.
And what I say to you as well, when you get them home as well, you'll see even more in the fabrics than you're seeing on your monitor at the moment. Even more colour, design details.
Yeah, I'm sure it doesn't show how quite vibrant, and you will be really impressed by the quality.
And that's the thing, you can't, because you can't feel them, but when you get them home.
So now, look, that all joins.
Yes.
So I'm going to join that to that and that and that to that.
Okay, perfect.
So what I've done with mine is I've pressed the seams open. A lot of quilters press to one side. Honestly, it's a personal preference. I prefer to press them open because I find it easier to sew over them, but you know, it's up to you. Just if you press them to one side, always press them towards the darker side, because if you press them towards the lighter side, the dark fabric will show through the light. So if you press that over there, that might show through. Yeah. So if you were going to press them to one side, press them over towards the darker side. Yes. Sometimes that doesn't work because of the pattern you're doing, but as a general rule. Now, when you then sew the top to the bottom, it's really important if you've pressed whether you've pressed them open or flat, that the seams stay in the way that you've pressed them. Yeah. Because you don't want twisted seams. So when I sew things together like this, I always sew with the seam side up. Yeah. Then you've got more control over it. Yeah. Sometimes, obviously, you've got seams on both sides and you can't do that. But what you don't want is to be sewing along and then this going like that and it twisting. So if you're sewing a flat piece of fabric to a seamed piece of fabric, sew with the seams on top. Yeah. And then just make sure that you keep them pressed the same way. It's just, to be honest, it's only when you then finish it and you're quilting it, it will lie flatter because the seams then aren't wibbly. I mean, it happens to me. I don't think I've ever sewn anything where I haven't managed to skew one of them, but it will lie flatter. And it's, you know, it's just, it takes a few seconds to get it round the right way, and it makes quite a difference. So that's that one, and then we're going to put that one on the bottom of that one. Perfect. And all the measurements are in the instructions. And I've made it a couple of times now, so I know that it works. Yeah, that's a great thing. It's quite handy. Yeah. It is handy. It's handy when it works. It's handy when something works and you've written for television. Yeah, so Rebecca has written and designed these patterns, and they're exclusive to us here, and you can't buy them here. They just come with the materials. So that's great. And then, of course, when you've got them, if you want to use your own materials within the patterns, then you get the pattern for life. So yes, you can do it. You're right. And I mean, the centre thing is a very good large quilt block that you just could keep making more of, and it will work in different colours. I mean, what I would say is, because these strips of fabric are quite narrow, if you're not sure, cut a few in different colours and lay it out just like I've done. Yes. And see what it looks like. Yeah. You know, if you want that sort of stained glass look, do them in black, because the colours would really pop then. Yes, they would. Right. Oh, this iron is mad, isn't it? I know, everybody loves it, though. It's just great. Oh, it's great. Yeah. Got the iron on the show, by the way. If you are liking this, because the magic of this iron is that if you leave it on a surface, it knows to lift itself up. I mean, just, you know, it's like someone has gone, what's the biggest problem with an iron? Well, it burns if it stays in place. Well, let's lift it up then. Clever. So if you'd like the iron, yeah, there are the details on the screen. £149.99. It's on flexi payments as well, £50 today, £50 in a month and a month later, and it's 161232. Perfect. So now it looked like that these weren't going to fit because they look too short, but they do now. I've joined it all together. So what we do next is put those on the side. Yes. These are C's. Yeah. C strips. I think we might pin these with my massive pot of pins. Okay. Oh, but you see, what did I just say? When you sew something, always put the seams on the top. What did I just do? Not. When you put something together like this, pin the top and the bottom, because you've now got several seams going on, and so it's all moving about a bit. So pin the top and the bottom so you make sure they fit. Then pin the centre. Particularly if you're working on something longer, then you can make sure it fits properly, because there's obviously, when you've seamed something, there's a bit more wiggle room. There we go, and pin through there. So now I'm going to sew this one. always have to remember not to put the pins in my mouth. Such a terrible habit.
I know, it's
I always do that, and I end up with a mouthful of them. And I think, oh my God, if I cough now, I'm going to die.
Probably literally.
Do not put pins in your mouth. I do it all the time. So we've done one side, and then we'll put that
the other one there.
Well,
while you are doing that, because it's exactly the same as
it's exactly the same, you're not missing anything.
Exactly. We're just going to do a little recap because that quilt has been busy so far. People are loving the idea of this wonderful, brightly coloured quilt all ready to go. And as we were saying, the one on the wall is just a representation. It's nowhere near the density of colour that you will get. It's much brighter in real life. 402 323 is your item number. That should be nearly £250. But a £90 savings today, and your first flexi payment just £53 there. So do seriously have a think about that quilt because it's all ready to go and it's absolutely amazing in these gorgeous Tula fabrics. So 402 323 is your item number if you would like to get hold of that. But let's go through the options of our one-day special now, because of course your one-day special is launched on Hochanda at 6 o'clock. It lasts for 24 hours. Our graphic 45 has just finished. Tula has now taken its place. Tomorrow Tula will finish at 6 and someone else will take its place. But you've actually got 3 options. Although it's a one-day special, it's actually 3 one-day specials. Option 1 is this one. That's the one we're just using there with Rebecca, and it's absolutely stunning. I mean, when do you see fabrics like that? And what's amazing is that if someone said to me, can you make a fabric that is in turquoise and purples and make it work with orange? I'd be like, what? How do you? But somehow it does. She just ties everything together. And then she gives you extra detail, like this with this wording, which was, say, smooth water does not a sailor make, something like that. I can't remember the exact wording, but really clever. So she puts these extra little bits of detail into the fabrics, and really, it's really stunning. It's also, when you feel it, fantastic quality fabric. The colour, the designs, the extra detail, and then the quality. And that's what you want, because when you're making a project, yes, it's got to look pretty, but it's also got to be really well made. And in order to make something well, you need the quality of fabric. 20% of option 1 has gone. Option 2 is this one. This is actually the favourite. Option 2, the favourite. I mean, I'm not surprised. Nearly 40%. This is your one-day special, launched 39 minutes ago, might not be here in the next hour. So you love the greens. Once again, these pops of these shocking pinks here. Just amazing. And like I say, really pretty, and then bold and graphic, and yet they all work together. How does she do it? How does Tula do it? I don't know, but she does it beautifully. The price is also beautiful today. Should be £59.99 down to £44.99. You're saving yourself £15. Option 3 is over here. And you've got these wonderful blues with the greens, the pinks and the oranges. And once again, everything is tying in because she's kind of picked up the greens here. She's picked that up here. The pinks, she's picked that up there. You know, you've probably got a touch of blue in there as well somewhere, but it's all just working together. But once again, you've got this really kind of gorgeous floral. Then you've got this kind of 60s inspired print, 70s inspired print, just a lovely ditzy flower here. And then this, I mean, look at that. And that blue, honestly, until you see this in real life, that is the most beautiful. It's like a cornflower blue. I mean, I would love to have a coat in that colour or a dress. It's just stunning. But that is your third option. If you want to get hold of any of the options, it is 709149, and then you choose option 1, option 2, or option 3. It's all there on the website, hochanda.com. We are very, very busy for our one-day special. Lots of fabric lovers watching and buying. Maybe they've already heard about Tula and know quality, and they're not easy to get hold of. This is actually, on today's show, a best of range. So this is some of the best of Tula's fabrics we've put together for this very special show. Have a look on the website, won't you? Hochanda.com. And you can buy everything there. That quilt, the bigger pieces of fabric, the smaller fat quarters, the 20 fat quarter bundle, it's all there. And at the moment, it's all selling. A lot of people buying a lot of things tonight. So thank you to each and every one of you who is buying tonight. Lovely. So, Rebecca, we left you
Yes.
doing the repeat of what you had seen already, which is that. Can I just hold this panel up
Yes,
now so you
you
can
can.
see how you put these panels together?
So now you can
keep
see how
holding
they
it to the
join.
TV.
Because it didn't look like they were going to when I
No.
laid them out, but
But they do.
they do.
Yeah. So that is just one panel. Perfect.
But I should have made one with different colour backgrounds because it would look completely different
Yeah.
if the panes were a different colour. Anyway, while you were gone, so now what we do is we put the side ones on. So I've done one, and these will then join together
To do the other.
to do the other one. So all you do, again, it's exactly the same as this. Remembering to put them, if you fussy cut them, like that one I fussy cut, a smooth sea never made a skilled sailor. Is that actually a saying? Have you
I've
ever
never
heard of that?
that saying before.
So
A
what does that
smooth
mean?
sea never made a skilled sailor.
So if you don't have any adversity in your life,
Exactly. Exactly. Isn't that a great saying? Yeah. And do you know what? It is really important to have the adversity and the bad times, because I think, speaking from experience, good things come out of bad times.
well, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
That's right. You know, you can sometimes think, oh, this is a disaster, but then you have to. Sometimes I think when you're at the bottom, the only place you can go
There's only one way up.
is back up.
Yeah. It's like all these pieces in this thing fit together beautifully. They didn't quite at the beginning, you see?
Yeah.
So, because I thought I'd worked it out right, so sometimes you do need to sort of get things
Yes.
wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think everything happens for a reason, personally.
I do as well.
And I think sometimes you don't know what the reason is,
No.
but then it just becomes apparent.
There's always a point in your life, isn't it, where you think, oh, that's the point. You know, like these Sliding Doors. It's my
Yes.
favourite, one of my favourite films.
Yeah.
And you have to think, oh,
Yeah.
what point was it that made everything in your life change?
Yeah. Gwyneth Paltrow is in it with Hannah.
John Hannah.
John Hannah.
Yes. And it's where she gets on the train or doesn't, and then
Yes.
she finds him with
Yeah.
another woman. It's brilliant.
Yeah. But then do we give away the ending? No, we won't give away the ending.
Do you know, I've remembered, because I haven't watched it for I think the ending is the same.
That's what I just said. Let's not give away the
Isn't
ending.
it? So which proves a point that, actually, maybe the point is that it doesn't really matter what you do.
Put your fingers in your ears out.
I don't watch that film. My it's like 20 years old. Isn't it? Just give it away at the end.
I did that the other night. My friend was messaging me and said and said he was watching this documentary on Netflix. I won't say what it was. And then I said, oh, I hate that, and I hated it at the end when blah blah blah. And he went, I haven't got to the end.
Oh no!
And it was a real twist.
Really? What was the
And he
documentary?
went, I've got to the end now. I can't say it on air. There's a swear word in it. I can't say it.
Oh.
Something to do with cats.
You gave it a well, no.
Did you? Have you seen it?
I haven't seen that.
weird.
It's a
It's weird.
documentary, so it's real.
Do you know? I'm not convinced it is real. I won't give
Okay.
away the end, but at the end, I just thought, is this for real? It's a bit weird. The way that I'm not going to give the away, get the end again.
You're going to have to tell
I'm
me.
not going to do it. I'm not
When
going
we
to do
come
it.
off air, you're going to have to tell me. I'm fascinated now. But you see, maybe whatever you... But then, I don't know, I think you do have a sliding door moment when, you know, if you hadn't done that,
Yes.
then your life would have changed
Yes.
or not changed.
But then does it come full circle in the end and you end up where you're supposed to
maybe
be?
it would happen anyway. But like if you hadn't walked into the pub that night and met that man and married him and had all your children, I'm not saying that happened to you, but
No.
for example,
Yeah, yeah.
you might have met someone better and richer.
Certainly richer. I would have met someone richer.
Richer.
Definitely.
If only you'd gone to the wine bar. But then you might have been really unhappy. So.
I might have been really unhappy, but rich. You can always drown your sorrows, can't you? Really? Always go and buy a new handbag. I'm miserable. I'm going to go and buy a handbag.
I feel so much better now. Right. This is so relevant to patchwork.
Oh, no, but this is what you do. When you're sewing, you have to have fun. You have to have chats.
Well, that's
You
why
have to have a giggle.
That's why I like going to workshops.
Yes.
Because
Did you say workshops? Did you say workshops? Do you mean like the workshops that I run across the country in luxury retreats?
Because you always
crafty monkeys.
You always spend ages just laughing at people, and then you get it all wrong.
You do.
And then the other person laughs at you, and it's just the best.
That's why I enjoy it. It's great fun.
Right. So now you can see. Look how quick this is.
It's coming together.
This is really quick.
Yeah.
So now you join that side to that side and that side to that side.
Beautiful.
So as long as you follow the instructions in the right order, it just builds.
Don't forget you get the instructions, because our lovely Rebecca has designed this cushion for you and given you full instructions. You cannot buy the pattern anywhere else. It's exclusive to us. This is what you make, and it comes with your one-day special, whichever option you buy. And then, of course, you can make the cushion.
And what I've done in the instructions as well, because it really annoys me when people just tell you and then make it into a cushion. I find that quite annoying. So I've told you how to.
Yes.
So I've explained how to, because it's got a zip in the bottom edge, and I've explained in it how to insert the zip in the bottom edge, because that's important.
Yeah, exactly. It's like when on the Bake Off, when they have the challenge, don't they? And it says, make a cake. And you go, how? Yeah. I think they probably all know how to make a cake.
Well, they probably
But they give them something difficult.
Make a genuine
If you don't know how to make a cake and you go on the Bake Off, you're in trouble. But they'll give them some French delicacy and say, make the
and you're supposed to know that.
Well,
but then they say, I've never made that sort of pastry. You think, why would you go onto the Bake Off having never practiced it? They do it every series.
I know.
Mad.
I know.
So the instructions do explain, if you've not done it before, and I think this is the easiest way to finish a cushion, is to put the zip in the centre of the bottom. It's a really easy way to do it as well. And there's loads of fabric, so you can use a nice one on the back. Because I always think it's a shame when you don't use a nice one on the back. Yeah, and it
looks beautiful on the back of that. The back is as nice as the front. And actually, if you did, want to sort of, move your cushion around in your home, one day have it that way. Yeah. And then another day you might feel like...
Or, you see, what you could do is make the same pattern on the front and the back, but use different coloured panes.
Yes.
Spring, summer, dark,
yes.
Or spring, winter cushion.
Yeah.
Sad days, happy days.
Yes.
Imagine your family walking in, oh, Mum's in a bad mood.
Yeah, the dark cushion
is out.
Cushion. Who set her off again? Our director was just talking about stains on the cushions. That's because he has a baby.
Oh.
He's obviously thinking of stains with babies in the house. Yeah, we did that with our sofa, but now unfortunately every single bit of everyone would turn it over several times.
But I think teenagers are worse, because they eat like bolognese and curry.
Yeah. And then, but they just leave things on the arms as well.
Always.
Always. Yeah. Just leave pots around.
And they walk out and I go, you're going to take that with you? And they go, oh yes, oh God, sorry, Mum, sorry.
Yeah, and I say, no, don't say sorry.
Just do it.
Just do it.
And then I get, God, what's up with you?
Yeah. What's wrong with you? What are you in a mood for? And gosh, you're driving me crazy.
Teenagers. Right. We're getting there. So, this is the patchwork panel complete.
Lovely. Look at that. Yeah, let's spin it the right way.
Just there. Now you put borders on.
Yes.
Which I have handily pre-cut here.
You do.
So I chose this fabric for them. When you cut it, that's not the way it goes. It's that one. Got to get the right. Got long ones and short ones. So just because I haven't pressed it, it will fit. So the short ones go across the top and the bottom, and if it was pressed, it would fit. And the long ones go at the top and the sides. So have a think when you cut this. So what I did when I cut mine is I cut the top ones, the bottoms across the fabric, and the long ones down.
Yes.
Which I have said in the instructions, so that it goes. But you don't have to do that. You could do it so that it just went round and so. But have a think about it.
Yes.
Before you cut, just stand back and have a think, because you've got so much fabric there. There's enough room to play and fussy cut and.
Yeah.
And
do you want to sew anything? Because we've got about 5 minutes left.
No. I'll just leave that.
No.
No. I've done enough sewing.
No,
more sewing. So no, actually, what I did forget is, before you do that, you've got to put the white borders on. I've just realised looking at that, which I've got here. So we won't sew those on, but there are white borders that do the same top and bottom, side to side.
Perfect.
Okay, and then that's it.
Rebecca, I love you, I've decided. Lovely. Let's have a look at what else you can buy on the show. How about the fat quarter bundles, because they are delicious as well. And you can get those on the website. Hochanda.com, there they are. Beautiful colours, beautiful quality, all matching. It's going to make your colour work a lot easier when you're trying to put colours together, because Tula has done it for you. So there you are, 718780 is your item number, and it's $69.99 instead of nearly £100 for that fantastic 20 assorted fat quarter bundle. But these are your one-day specials. You have 3 options, 1, 2, 3. The 2 is the most popular, which of course is the greens, which are just splendid. But I mean, I think they're all wonderful, they really are, and so many things you can do with them. For anybody who's not really worked with half-yard bundles before, I mean, I know obviously we've been talking about quilting, but what else could we be doing with half-yard pieces, do you think? I mean, obviously you could maybe make bags.
Yeah, really good for bags, because you only need half a yard for things like that. Anything like, well, cushions obviously, but if you wanted to make zip cases and purses, table linen, brilliant for table linen. Make loads of sets of napkins, can do all in different colours.
And these would be such
They'd be perfect.
fun. Can you imagine those on your table? Big bunch of flowers and then these brightly coloured napkins.
And you could have like a napkin in one, and then you could bind it in one of the other colours. That'd be great things.
Yeah.
Because the fabric is 112 centimetres, 44 inches wide.
Yes.
So it's quite a good width, and then you've got the half a yard. Depth, so
they would really work, wouldn't they?
There's loads of things you could do them. Make a skirt.
Yes.
A patchwork one.
A patchwork skirt. Yeah, that would be fabulous, wouldn't it?
Or just a border. You know, if you've bought yourself a plain dress or a plain skirt and you want to add a little pop of colour for it, it'd be perfect for that.
Yeah. Well, remember that when you do buy your one-day special, you can decide what you want to make. But if you want to make a cushion, then you can, because the pattern is included in with the cushion. This pattern designed for us, exclusively for us, from our Rebecca, and you won't be able to buy this anywhere else. You get it for free with your one-day special. Full instructions there on how to make this gorgeous cushion. And of course, once you've got the pattern, if you want to use your own fabrics later on, then you can. That's not a problem whatsoever, but it's up to you whichever option you want to go to. There are 3 options. So the item number is the same. It is 709149. And as I say, it's 1, 2 and 3, and £22.50, your first of 2 interest-free flexible payments. Let's just move along quickly, Rebecca, and just show some other little bits and pieces. So you've got this collection here, 4 different options. These are half yards, and you get 4 half yards in each one with this fantastic thread. What was the name of this thread again?
Orifil.
Orifil.
The best thread.
The best.
Other threads are available, but I like this one. Other ones might be as good, but this is my favourite.
Yes. Yes.
There we go.
I'll tell you something, when I pulled out that string, it did seem very fine.
It is fine, but it is just the way to normal sewing cotton. It's just, it sits on the bobbin well.
Yes. Yeah, and it's
great for top stitching.
Yeah.
I use it for a lot. When I'd made this table, when I used it for the top stitching, because it just sits on it well, and the colours. It's the vibrancy of the colours. Look at that one that you don't get with normal thread. It has that sort of slight polished sheen to it.
It does. You can see that.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, they are lovely. Once again, my favourite fabric is this khaki. This is the multi-option, but this is my favourite. I absolutely adore that fabric. I think that is beautiful. But they're all fabulous, aren't they? And the dotty fabric, of course, that was, let's just show that.
Yeah,
that's the dotty one.
You can see a bit bigger there. That's on the back of here.
Yeah, that's the orange option, and you can see it on the back of here, so you can see what that looks like there. Beautiful. Lovely. So 4 options at 109256 is the item number, and then you just choose which one you would like. And then we've got this one, 3 options here, and you get 2 half yards. So you get the red, you get the green, or you get the navy.
Yeah.
Yep.
So with with 2 half yards, you can make 2 cushions.
Yes. Yeah.
Because you can make a front and back. You can make a front and back from each. So you can make 2 cushions with it, or 4 cushions.
You can make some bags.
Or you can make your zip pouches.
Because you get your zip pouches pattern in with the deal. So whichever option you choose, that comes along, which is great. You see, once again, I mean, they're just... Oh, she's amazing. Love this woman.
Well, I've shown you how to put... You know when you put people put zips in purses sometimes, and it's right up to the edge, and then the zip goes all funny. But if you put these little tabs on, it all lies nice and flat.
Yeah.
So in the instructions, it says how to do that. But tomorrow, I'm going to show you.
Yes, more.
How to do it.
Well, it's been an absolute joy. It's been great introducing Tula to Hochanda. Great, of course, introducing Rebecca to Hochanda. You've enjoyed yourself,
I've had a lovely time.
Yes,
it's been great.
It has been great.
We'll have a discussion about the Netflix movie.
We'll have lots of discussions about Netflix. So you're back tomorrow at 9 o'clock in the morning?
I'm back here tonight.
Oh, 9 o'clock tonight, of course, yeah.
And tomorrow at 9,
and
1 and 5.
Yeah, exactly, for some lovely demonstrations.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much. It's been a joy.
It's been great. Thank you for having me.
And do get hold of your fabric, because it is such beautiful quality. It really is, and wonderful colours, and all the work is done for you. If you've never worked with colour before, be bold, be bold.
Do it.
I follow a lady on Instagram at the moment. She talks about colour with clothes, and she says, let's stop wearing black. Let's start using colour. It makes you feel happy.
It does. It makes you joyful.
Look at something in your home and feel happy. Right, you're going to go. I'm going to stick around. I've got a lovely stamping show coming up for you next. Okay, so we've got Daisy Bee Crafts coming up next. Later on, the Fabric Freedom Happy Hour, and of course Tula back, as we said, at 9 o'clock later on. Hopefully you can stick around all night.
Hi, my name is Blanche Siegmann. I'm the owner of the company La Blanche. The company La Blanche is a crafting company located in Germany. For over 20 years, I'm designing and selling stamps, paper crafting products, and home decoration. As a passionate crafter myself, I make sure all our products are of highest quality and easy to use. We produce a whole range of products. We produce paper products. We have also shrink sleeves for your jars, glasses. We have home decoration products, paints and wall decals. Everything, the whole range of crafting we produce for you. I hope you enjoy watching us at Hochanda and crafting with La Blanche.
Hochanda will be attending the Creative Craft Show at the NEC in Birmingham from Thursday the 19th of March until Sunday the 22nd of March. Take part in our famous Hochanda Tombola to win prizes galore. Or why not join one of our numerous make and take sessions being run by our crafty guest experts. You will be so inspired by their wealth of knowledge and expertise. You'll find us on stand F08 in Hall 11, so come along and say hello to the team. We would all love to meet you. Order your tickets online today at hochanda.com and we'll see you there.
Would you like to improve your crafting techniques by watching and crafting along with your favourite Hochanda guest demonstrators, or from the comfort of your own home? If the answer is yes, then we are excited to invite you to Craft Along, where you, our presenters and guests, will create an amazing array of projects throughout the year. Each month we will be bringing you a brand new kit that you can purchase on the day of each show. Or if you pre-order your kit, you'll receive £5 off a purchase of £20 or more of any additional products featured within our Craft Along brand shop that month. So tune in, be inspired and create with Craft Along, your monthly crafting workshop.
Hello, good evening, welcome to Hochanda. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight. My name is Rachel. I've just about learned the names of my guests. I was getting very confused. I called you Nina, then I called you Rosie, and you're actually Josie.
Right, answer to anything.
You answer to anything. That's because your sister is Nina.
Yeah.
I don't know where Rosie came from. And you're Roy.
That's right,
This is all new. It's a new world. Yeah. But it is lovely to meet you. One thing we have in common is Barnsley.
That's right,
We
Rachel,
all know Barnsley very well. I live there. You're from Barnsley?
Yeah.
Yes.
Born and bred.
Born and bred. Yeah. And proud to be.
Yes, very proud.
But you're here today with Daisy Bee, which of course is your company.
It is.
So it is a family affair, which is fantastic.
It is, There's a fourth party that's not here. Well, there's actually 5 of us. But we've got another daughter called Faye, and then my Mrs. Cheryl. She's watching, I hope.
Yep.
Unless she might do me dinner. That might be why she's not watching. Hopefully.
And so how long have you sort of been working together as a family? I mean, who started it?
Well, I started about 15 years ago.
Oh, wow.
But the girls came on board about 4 years ago, something like that now.
Yeah,
Josie,
yeah.
isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's good. We enjoy it. We love
Fantastic.
it.
Well, we wouldn't do anything else.
No.
Dad
We
almost
bicker
fell,
a bit though.
We do.
Don't we? We do bicker.
Yeah, fell into
Yeah.
retirement a little bit, and then we
Yeah.
brought him back out, and he just
Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you.
He'll never leave.
Brought him back
No.
out of retirement.
They can't do without me.
No. Not
So
a day
who is
goes
the
by.
sort of, are you all designers together, or is there someone who's the main
Well,
sort of
Josie
designer?
takes care of the sentiments.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I do with Nina, along with Nina, I do the sort of images that you can see, the designs, the figures and that kind of thing, scenes.
Yeah.
But Josie takes care of the sentiments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, how lovely. I love a family business, and I love it that you're from Barnsley, so, you know, it's perfect. It's a
There you
perfect
go.
start.
Should be a good show.
Now, Roy, you're going to do some demoing
Yes,
first,
I am.
aren't you? So
Yeah.
you're going to get ready for that,
Yeah.
and we're going to go down the
We are,
counter,
yeah.
because we've got 3 new things, and then we've got 3 older things. So bye, Roy.
Bye.
Off you
See
go
you in a
into
bit.
retirement for about 6 or 7 minutes,
That's good.
and then I'll be pulling you out of retirement again.
Okay, Rachel, thank you.
But, Josie, we have got the first 3 sets are brand new. So
They
let's
are,
have a
yeah.
look at this one first of all. What can you tell us about this?
I think this one is probably my favourite one that Dad's done, because I think it's really versatile, and he bought out a pretty lady, I think she's called. She's coming later. And she's just done in the same style, and I just think he's fab. I've just been saying to Dad, there's a sample that he's done. I don't know if you could show this one.
Yes.
And I think it's amazing.
Yeah.
Dad's made, so he's got the tweed background
I love
around
the
the
suit,
edge,
yeah.
and then he's put it on his suit as well.
Yes,
and,
it's so
and he's
clever.
little I wouldn't say walking stick. What did no umbrella?
Umbrella.
Oh, it took a while. It's been a long day, but I think they're just fab. And I think he's just so versatile
He is.
to see how you can do him. And I just think he's brilliant.
Yeah.
And he's done. I think he's really nice, and we've got some like little accessories that go with him as well, so you can make him however you want to do him. So he's got a bunch of flowers in his hand, or he's got a newspaper, or his umbrella, or his briefcase.
Yeah.
So you can sort of personalise it to who you're
Absolutely.
sending it to.
Absolutely.
And I think it's a really fab set, and you could give it to any man in your life.
Well, do you know, what's nice as well is we always talk about, you know, crafters being ladies, don't we? We often
Yeah,
refer to them,
yeah.
oh, ladies, come and join us, oh, ladies. And actually, there's a lot of chaps who enjoy their crafting. And
Honestly.
it's great that your dad has started the company.
Yes, he has.
And then it's fantastic to have a man, you know, depicted like that, because it is quite difficult to do sort of masculine cards.
Yeah.
And I tell you as well, something that is striking me about this is the whole, you know, same-sex marriage.
Yes.
This would be great to be for wedding
Yeah,
cards, to be able to put
absolutely
these chaps
perfect.
together.
With the flowers as well.
With the flowers, so that's
Absolutely
fantastic
perfect,
that,
yeah.
you know, men are being represented, and, you know, every sort of connotation, it's fantastic
Yeah.
that everybody is now included. So that's really good to see a guy on a card like that
Yeah.
with his different accessories, and you could put the 2 together.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Well, that's 740144, brand new, $13.99 today for that, if you would like to get hold of that little collection. Very unique, that.
It
I
is,
like that.
it's
It's very
fab.
different. I'm glad that your dad came out of retirement.
I did.
Right, let's have a look at the next one for you now. So once again, another new set of stamps for you.
It is.
Do you want to talk about the quality of your stamps as well, and what
They
makes them
are-
so good?
They are, oh gosh, they are photopolymer.
Yeah.
High quality photopolymer.
Yeah.
You put me on the spot now. I don't do technical.
I believe in you. I believe in you.
But they're high definition, so what they do is they just give you a really clear image.
Yes.
So even with your finer lines, they can still stamp beautifully because they've got the quality there. But they're all made in house. We manufacture them all ourselves,
Fabulous.
all designed, all made ourselves, and they're brilliant. And we believe in them, and I think that shows when people come to us at exhibitions and things like that, and they say, oh, that stamps beautifully, or I've bought this and I've had every one of your designs and things like that. And I think people come back to us because they see the quality. And they see that it's a family business and how much it means to us that when people buy from us, when we finish a TV show and it goes well, or a show, we all do a happy dance.
Yeah.
And it's the comments and the lovely comments that we get.
Yeah.
But this stamp is one that Dad were working on for ages, and we couldn't, or he designed it perfectly, and we were manufacturing, and we were like, no, we've made it wrong, we flipped it wrong way around, because with it being hands, it needed to be held the right way.
Yes.
But we've got
Yeah.
a beautiful sample from Hochanda, absolutely fabulous.
Yeah.
She's made it with the orchid that's also on your website, but
Yes.
she's
she's done a very good job, Ashe.
Very good. You've got this one here, look, as well. It's really lovely with the hand, actually, isn't it? Because that is romance personified, isn't it? Especially with the ring showing there.
You can do your wedding cards and your wedding stationery and things like that as well.
And look at the difference in the rings, because that's the interesting thing. You can absolutely personalise it, can't you, for the ring? So you can look at the bride's ring and you know, design around that, or the engagement ring. So that's really clever. Love that. That's great fun to play with. Okay, well, that's 059 439, brand new today, just $13.99 if you'd like to get hold of that one. Let's move on to the next one, and I'll show you these, because another thing that's striking me about these stamps is how big they are. I mean, they're really, which makes them fantastic value, but also great to work with, because you've got the splodge there.
Well, I really like this set, and I think it's perfect for a journaler. I mean, you can, if you've got a crafty friend, you make their birthday cards, you're sorted. But if you're journaling and you think, I really want to document all the coloured pencils I've got, and now you've got time on your hands, you can do a separate blob for every different colour you've got. You can just document your colours, and it's just something nice. It's almost like having a colouring book, but that you're starting yourself.
Yes.
And you can make it however you want it.
Absolutely.
And I really enjoyed working with it. We had it as our journal project, our Hive journal project. And it went brilliantly for people coming up with loads of different ideas.
I'm just going to show actually a little journal. Here, look, isn't that great?
So it is just fab. So we just wanted to show the different ways that you can.
Love those paint splodges.
Yeah, and it's with it's got the glossy accents over it, so it does make it look.
It does.
Like your actual paint splodges. Oh, these are to come. These ones.
Okay.
These are new ones.
Oh.
So you've just had a teaser for what's to come very shortly.
Lovely. Let's have a look at a couple of the cards as well. As an example, there we go.
Yes, so this one, this one here, this is my demo for later, so I will be showing how I've done this one.
Okay.
And this one is one that Nina did, and she just loved Dad's flower that were on a previous show.
Yeah.
And I think it just shows that you can, I do think it lends itself to journaling and colouring and arty, the way that you want to show it with your pencils or your paints and things.
Yeah, I like the size of them. I think they make a real statement, and a lot of stamps are smaller, which is brilliant. Everybody has a place, but I love the fact that you've gone for this big statement pieces, which, you know, is great.
It wouldn't look lost on a big, like an A4 card if you wanted to send something that was...
Yeah, the big ones, you know, good luck and all that kind of thing. Yeah,
fabulous.
Oh, fabulous. Okay, 895516 is your item number if you would like to get hold of that one. Now, we've got three that you have seen before, and let's have a look at the first one. The examples moved.
I have.
There we are. Right, so if we can just hold these up, the floral ladies, and it's Lily and Rose. Rose? Yes, Lily Rose. That's Johnny Depp's daughter's name, isn't it, Lily Rose? Is it? No, I don't know. I can't remember. I know someone is called Lily Rose. I can't. Not that I know Johnny Depp's daughter. That made it funny then, didn't it? It's, you know,
like
me and Johnny.
He's a pal.
Yeah, we hang out all the time. So no. Anyway, this is Lily and Rose. Which one is which?
So this one is Rose. She's got the roses in her hair.
Of course.
And then you've got Lily over there, and she's got the lily on the top of her head. They were really popular last time we were on, actually, and we took them to the Motorcycle Museum show at the weekend, and Lily did really well, but Rose, she was the star of the show.
Yes.
Everybody absolutely loved her.
Yeah.
And I think it's just because she's so nice to colour in and make her look so beautiful in the different ways. Like Dad did that sample last time she was on, and just with the little pop of colour.
Yeah, I love it.
It just really, really effective.
I like that with the red and black. That's really effective, isn't it?
Absolutely fabulous.
Yeah. So you get the two for £13.49. 218620. Great price for those two, because remember, these are big stamps, and all made by these guys in their hometown, which is lovely. Okay, let's have a look at the next one now. Once again, is that part of that?
They are, yeah, they're the same part of the same set. They're just not on.
Just not on that card.
No.
Let's just hold this one up then. So this is what we're looking at now. So your Believe frame and maze bugs, 8 in total there. So that's what it looks like there. And then perhaps if we show you on the cards, there you are. You can see a really good example there. So, I mean, we know that our lovely crafters love bees and butterflies. So fabulous, this.
They are perfect for if you're a bit of a not a mucky craft bird, an accident-prone crafter, you can just bob one of these and they're the perfect size for a fingerprint or a thumbprint if you've done something on a card and you think, oh my goodness, I've ruined it, and they're fab. And I also really like them on the really little cards, so you can see them just like just subtle. They're really nice, simple cards. You know, if you're not close to somebody and you just want to make them a quick card, I just think they're really fab and lovely and beautiful cards.
Yes, and we've got a big picture frame here for you.
It is beautiful. This one that Nina did with the orchid that was on last time we was on in January, and the sentiments that go with it, and it's just beautiful. I'd have that in my home.
Yeah, exactly. Something you just keep up there all year round.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Well, 776 770 is your item number, £13.99 for that one. And then we've got Pretty Woman. Yes, she's walking down the street, don't you know? Two again, is it both again?
Yeah, both, yeah. So you've got the Pretty Woman and the Simply the Best sentiment that goes with this.
Yeah.
And it's just fab. She did really well as well last time we were on TV. I think she sold out.
Yeah.
But she's just fab. She looks really nice next to the man. Or you could have two women next to each other. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great idea. She would look really good next to that man, wouldn't she?
Yeah, she does. They're very similar style. I think that's what makes them stand out, and they do look lovely together.
Yeah.
But Dad's done some samples with them where he did them like 3 together, so that they look walking down.
Yes,
it could be me, Nina and Faye if this one wasn't blonde, because we're all different hair colours. But maybe he was thinking about his 3 daughters. I don't know.
Maybe he was.
That's all he ever thinks about, obviously.
Obviously, he's a good dad.
He is a very good dad. Very good dad.
Yeah, lovely. Well, that is 835 414, your item number, £13.99 if you would like to get hold of those. Now, if you shop by brand on the website, Daisy Bee, you will see all the stamps, including the ones that we're talking about today, but other things for you as well on the website. So do head over there, won't you, hochanda.com, and you can find all the lovely things there. Daisy Bee were on this afternoon earlier here on Hochanda as well, 3 o'clock. And you can see the rewind show on the website, 3 o'clock show there. Just press the rewind button and then you can catch up there if you would like to. Right, Roy! I'm intrigued by you, Roy.
Right.
What made you go into crafting 15 years ago?
Well, I've always been able to draw, and I just needed an outlet for my talent.
So were you doing like a regular job?
Yes.
And that wasn't crafty at all?
No, engineering.
Oh, it's interesting, the engineering
background, you see.
Stamping, engineering, making.
Yeah. That's right, yeah.
Yeah, it's fascinating though, isn't it?
It's kept us going for all these years, so something's working.
Yeah, and it's nice, like you say, to have that crafty hobby as well.
Yeah, definitely.
It's good for this, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
we just keep going. All the time, me and Nina will draw any time of night.
Yeah, I love the fact that you're working with your daughters. That's so nice.
It's good. It's good fun.
Right, so what are you going to show us?
Well, I'm going to make this card. I don't know if you can. Do you want to hold it up, or shall I leave it there?
We can see it there,
yeah. I'm going to do this card now, and I've already done some things to speed it up. And if I show you first, this is the background to it. And all I've done here is I've stamped out the words that come with the set, to have and to hold, and I've stamped it around the edge with detail clear embossing powder. And then I've gone over the when it's I'm going to say when it's dry, but it's embossed. So I've then gone over it with Gansai Tambi gold. So I don't know if you'll pick it up, but it's got a bit of it. Oh, you can there. You see the shimmer?
Yes.
So it looks really beautiful as a background.
Yeah.
So that's my prepared background. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stamp the holding hands, and I'm going to use Versamark watermark ink. I'm just going to take the ink to the stamp, not the other way around.
Yeah.
So just pat all around it like this.
So do you remember, Roy, when you sold your first... What was your first product that you sold ever under Daisy Bee? Do you remember?
Daisy Bee. Ooh, now that would be one for Josie. You can ask Josie that one when she comes back on. I think it might have been the alphabet, to be honest with you.
And how did it feel when you got that first sale?
It's lovely. It's lovely to just think, oh,
someone likes what you do.
Exactly, yeah. I think it is the first show that probably, the feedback from the customers that makes you think, we're on to something here.
Doing the right thing.
Yeah. So I'm just going to, because quite a bit of detail, I put a little bit of pressure on. And And did you see what I did? You probably didn't see there, the little trick. I used an anti-static pad.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, because I'm using detail gold embossing powder, and it's very, very fine. And obviously I've touched the card and it picks up your fingerprints.
Yeah.
So there we go. And I'm also going to put some in here like this, because that's another tip. It'll also clear your tray, your glitter tray.
Yeah.
So then I get my embossing powder like that. I'm just going to sprinkle it on there like that, and you'll see it just rolls off like that.
Yeah, perfect.
There you go. Now I'm going to stamp it again before I emboss it with the sentiment. I've got still got a little bit on there, and I'm going to use the word wedding day. This doesn't come with a set, but obviously you could use any sentiment, engagement or whatever. And this time, because it's a small stamp, I'm going to take the stamp to the ink and just make sure I've got some on.
From Roy this evening.
Well, yes, hopefully. And then just put that down there like that. And now a little bit more embossing powder. And if I have got some marks on, I have a little brush that I can just like that down there. Must have been a like that, you see.
Yeah.
That looks good.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put that away and put the lid back on, then we don't have any accidents. And you see how quickly, you can't see that, can you? Because it's, but you witnessed that coming out of there very quickly.
Very quickly.
That's the old anti-static pad. That goes there, put that back on there. And then I'm going to heat it up. Like this.
And do you go from above?
I go from above, yeah. Some people go from underside. I've got a little device at home that I use a halogen light. So I just hold this up against the halogen light.
Oh.
And it doesn't warp at all. But I can play, if it does warp too much, I can play the heat on the underside just to pull it back. But I like to see what it's doing. And
I always love it when this magic happens.
it's good, isn't it?
It's
Yeah,
really
it is.
good.
The other thing about the quartz halogen light is that there's no airstream, so you don't get dust.
Yes.
Because if I do this a lot, I start coughing halfway through. So it's good for that. Another handy tip. Although you need to be fairly au fait with a bit of wiring, because I've got a little switch that I can turn it on and off.
Right.
Engineering background, I suppose.
Yes.
So there we have it, like that.
The test of a stamp, I think, is when you just literally stamp and all the detail is there and you don't need to do anything else to it. I think if you've got a stamp that's not very well designed and you need to start adding things to make it look pretty, the stamp is not that great. But here, that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew you might do something else to it, but you don't need to.
You don't need to, but I'm going to do.
Yeah,
I'm
with the
gonna
ring. But that's what I think is so much fun about this, is making the ring, if you want, to the person who you're sending it to.
Yes, you can, yeah. So this is Gansai Tambi. I'm not going to put the diamond effect on yet, because obviously I'll do that last, because it doesn't require heat. So that goes there. Put that on. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a charcoal. This one it's sand colour.
Yes.
And all I'm going to do is I'm going to trace the outline on the inside of the outline. Just put one line all the way around. So because I've embossed it, it's quite easy to do this.
Yeah.
A lady spoke to me on Saturday when we were at the show in the Motorcycle Museum in Birmingham.
Yeah.
And she said, I can't do that. And I said, you can? She said, oh no, I can't. And I just took a piece of scrap paper and I just explained what I'd done. And she says, yeah, that looks quite easy actually.
Yeah.
So yeah, just where I've actually done the outlines, you just going on the inside like that.
Very good.
Like this.
By the way, Nina, who
Yes.
is the other daughter.
Yes, the
Got
other
that
one.
right.
Yeah, you
I
did.
called you Nina, didn't I? I knew one of you was called Nina.
Yeah,
I just had it in my head. She's actually in the other room at the
she's
moment.
in the green room, yes.
And she's chatting on Facebook Live
Right.
to your customers. And our producer's getting quite emotional because she's talking about how lovely you are
Oh, no.
and what a great dad you are.
Oh, no.
Oh, I think that's so sweet.
Bless her. Yes, I'm lucky. I've got 3 lovely daughters.
Are they daddy's girls, though?
I think so, yeah.
Are you daddy's girl?
True, it's very true.
Yeah, I think so. So, now that, to finish that off, I'm just got a brush that I'm going to dust the chalk, because it's a chalky effect, away from the line, like that.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
So it gives it depth.
Yes, it
Yeah?
does. Yeah, yeah.
So, and it's quite a quick effect.
I like that. It's almost like there's sort of like an illumination behind it as
Yeah,
well, isn't it?
it does. In a couple of others that I've done, I've used like a white, and it does look illuminated. So around here like that. Right, so now I'm going to stick that onto its background, and then we'll do the diamond effect.
Yeah.
So you can see that's
do you know,
changed the total.
it totally has. Let me hold it up. Because when I'm just hoping that it comes across on camera. It doesn't. Well, it does, but it actually looks even better in real life. It really does. That's such a clever
It's a good effect. That, isn't it?
technique. Yeah, that's really good. Ooh, fabulous. Okay. I'm just going to keep doing this for the next hour. That's my seal of approval. 059 439 is your item number if you would like to get hold of these lovely stamps.
Right, I'll
Have
put
you
that.
got more to do? Yes, of course. Put it onto the
Yeah,
card.
put it
Yeah.
on there first, like this. Right, and then I've got this to put onto the card itself. Turn that over. And I already took these off, half removed them, because we had a bit of fun last time when I asked Josie to step in. I couldn't get them off, could I, Joe? It was a nightmare.
Struggling with the red
Yeah.
tape. I find this red tape that you go home with it on you. It's like it sticks to everything, doesn't it?
It does.
Look, you've got it on your knee now.
Ah, no, it's all right. It'll blow away when we get outside, I'm sure, these gale force
Will in
winds.
this, yeah.
Yeah. Right, so now that just drops on there like that. Try and get it central, that's it. And there you have it. That's the first one done.
Lovely.
Do you want to hold that up, Rachel?
Shall I?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a beautiful card. Love that gold effect. So nice. There you are. Gorgeous.
You can see it shimmering, can't you? I won't put the
Yes.
diamond on. I'll do that while you're
Having a
setting-
chat.
Yes, yes.
Okay, perfect. Lovely. Well, $13.99. Here are the stamps. It's not just the hand, because you also get the hold on to love as well. So yeah, have a look at those on the web and pop them into your shopping basket. 059 439 is your item number. £13.99 if you would like to get hold of those and then start playing. Lovely. Okay, should we have a look at our other collections then? Our stylish gents. Let's have a look at him. And here he is. And you've got the accessories to go with the stylish gent. So you've got the flowers, you've got the briefcase there, the umbrella. You've got some words there as well. And as we were saying, if you want to put two guys together now, fantastic. If you want a guy and girl together, brilliant. If you just want a masculine card with a chap on it for birthdays or whatever, then you can. So £13.99 for all those stamps, 740144, all made in-house by Daisy B, and of course, you know, all big. They're big stamps. stamps, so they make really big statements, which is fabulous because, you know, stamps are usually half the size. So that is 740144. That's your item number. Next, we have got the one that we were just working with. Here's a few samples for you. And that Hold On to Love set there, remember you get the words as well as the hands there. 059439 is your item number. £13.99 if you would like to get hold of that one. Should we move along to our next set? Remember, these two are both new. And then this one is also a new one for you as well. Now, this is one of the most popular this hour, Create and Inspire. We love the splodge, we love the paintbrushes, we love the word create, love the size of them, great for your journaling. And I'm going to show you the actual size of the stamps because they are big. There you are, look, so you can see how you can put them together. But, I mean, you know, they're huge. So great to make a statement. 895516, your item number, £13.49. That is also a Freedom members price as well. Remember, if you want to join our Freedom Members Club, it is £6.95, and that's for the month, and you can cancel it at any time. But when you have it for that month, you can go onto our website, have a look at the Freedom Members Club prices. They're usually discounted a little bit more with your free packaging and posting as well. And you can stop that Freedom Members Club price at any time. Perfect, so that's that one. Let's move on to our floral ladies. And these are beautiful. We didn't show you this lovely work of art here. Now, she has been the most popular. I mean, you get the two, but people love Rose. This is Rose, and you can see there, her hair is made of roses, and isn't that beautiful? So you could have something like that up all year round, but really lovely. 218620 is your item number if you'd like to get hold of both of those ladies there for £13.49. Then let's move on to our next one, and this is the Amaze Bugs and the Believe frame as well. I'll show you the frame actually, because we were saying this could be something that you could hang all year round. Once again, lovely, lovely images there. We all love butterflies, we love bees, and you know, if you are wanting to just send a lovely card to someone that is not, you know, is not someone who's particularly, you know, like a husband or something like that, and you just want to think, what can I give to my friend that's not romantic or whatever? This is a great way to go. Bees, butterflies. So have a think about that. But they're just lovely kind of springtime cards as well. You know, lovely cards just to say hello or thank you or, you know, whatever. They don't have to be for occasions, do they? So I think really nice. 776770, your item number, £13.99 for those. And then we've got our pretty woman walking down the street. There she is, and simply the best. I remember Tina Turner. Oh, the Westcott Run. I may have partaken. Roy's looking at me going, oh no. Westcott Run in Wakefield. I may have had a glass or two when I was younger. Simply the best, Tina Turner. She was out in those times. 835414 is your item number. £13.99 is what you will pay to get two of those. Once again, huge, and she goes really well with the chap, of course. The first stamp that we showed you, 835414, your item number. All there on the website, of course, hochanda.com. On the website, you can have a look at the three. You can have a look at other things from other shows. Just shop by brand is basically the way to go. And this is Daisy B's 3 p.m. show, different show to today, but you can watch it on the rewind button, and you've got some lovely stamps in there. So do have a look at that show, and you might want to join all of your things together to make one big order. Lovely. Right, so here we are now, demonstration time again.
Yes, so I'm just going to create a journal page. I'm going back to my roots because I love a journal page.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to get cracking.
Lovely.
So,
journaling's becoming very popular, isn't it?
It is.
Journaling and planning.
Because I always say, you know, you create a card and then you have to give it to somebody.
Yeah.
And it's like, is that person going to appreciate it enough? Because I've put a lot of effort into it. Whereas with journaling, I think you're creating it, and you're creating it for yourself and for your own benefit. And I just love, I've got a journal myself, and I think putting together things to go in it, there's just something like quite satisfying about it. You feel like you've achieved something when you can see a product at the end of it. And it doesn't matter how long it takes, it doesn't matter whether you're doing it for a long time, or whether it's just a quick one that you just want to think, oh, I've just bought a new stamp, or I've just bought something new, I want to see what it looks like, or some new colours and things like that. That's what you get. You put it in your journal, and then you've always got that document
Exactly.
of how you've used it.
That's right. I love that lettering. So nice.
Well, I've tried to keep it in a similar style to the Inspire one that was on the show earlier. On one of the samples, it was me and you used it together.
Yeah. So do you hand letters? You hand draw them? Do you?
I do, yes.
Wow.
They are hand drawn by me. I say hand drawn. They're designed that they are freehand, but they're done on an iPad.
Yeah.
Because I shake quite a lot.
Right.
So if I were to do it, my handwriting's not cracking, but on the iPad it helps me. I can go back and alter whereas the bits that I've got a little bit shaky on.
Yeah.
So it's still all done by me. I've still done them.
Yeah.
It's just a different way of doing them. Right. So I've got my blob, and what I'm just going to do, I've got some little mini distressings, and I'm just going to stamp out.
Have you tried brush lettering then?
I have, yeah. I've tried it a few times. I've watched numerous demos, and I think that's why I used to watch them on certain like social media sites and things like that, and I used to be like, I love that.
Yeah.
And then Faye and everybody and Nina were like, I think we're missing sentiments, like proper hand-drawn sentiments. And I was like, leave it with me.
Leave it with me.
Leave it with me.
I'm in control.
I can do this. And it sort of just took a little bit of getting used to, and it took some time for me to think, how can I do that? How does that make sense? How does that let me go with that one? And I'm still learning. There's some absolutely amazing ones out there. But I think it's the same with drawing. It's all practice.
Yeah, yeah.
We're all on a journey together. It just depends what your journey is.
Exactly. Very philosophical. How
It
old is this girl? You've got such a mature head. How old are you?
I'm 24.
24, baby.
Yeah.
A baby.
I do have a lot of people. They're like, oh, you look about 12, and then I open my mouth and they're like, are you 40? Are you about 40?
No, I would never think that.
I get it a lot, you'd be surprised. Right, so I've put my splodges on, because what I'm going to do now, I'm going to use it's a Memento ink, but it's a London Fog, so it's a really nice, soft grey colour. I don't know if you can see that. So I'm just going to use that on my dragonfly, because I like dragonflies and I think he would be purple. So I'm going to stamp him in the top corner here, and then I'm going to stamp my pencil next to him so it looks like he's been drawn in pencil.
Yes.
So I'm going to do the same with my bumblebee. So I'm going to take him off, put my bumblebee on.
And these are the Amazer books. They are £13.99.
They
776-770.
Really well in the last show, and I think they're just a really nice addition for you to have in your kit. You don't feel like you're spending a lot of money on them, but you'll use them time and time again. If you're thinking, oh, that's an empty space, what can I use? Your bumblebees, your dragonflies. I've got some on some. That's what I forgot today. I've put them on frames in my house, and I should have brought them, and I've forgotten.
Right. They're adorning the walls.
They are, yes. Naughty Josie. Right, so I'm just going to go in with my pencil.
Yeah, this is from the Create set, by the way, the pencil. And a third of that stock has gone, so you're really liking the Create collection.
It is fab. I just think it's... everybody that we go to at shows brings a friend. So you've got at least one crafty friend. So you've got a perfect birthday card for them every time. Yeah. And if you buy this set, you could see how your crafty friends do different things, and it is just perfect for journaling. So I'm just going to stamp those there. Real quick, and then I'll get my embossing powder back out because I'm going to watercolour those in a moment. So I'll do that one. And then I'm just going to get my paintbrush.
Now, you know you were talking about shows, and people come to your shows and they bring a crafty friend with them.
Yes.
You've got a couple of shows coming, haven't you? Stamporama.
We are, yes.
Yes.
When am I? My Harrogate.
It's this Sunday.
Is it? Oh, Stevenage, not Harrogate. Yeah, craft. And I do them all, and I just get confused. They just tell me where I need to be on a weekend, and then I'm there. So yes. Oh, I love the Craftorama shows. They are always fab.
Yeah. Well, we have tickets on the show actually, and they're only £2.50. So if you'd like to go and see the girls and Roy, they will be there in Harrogate and Stevenage, in both of those shows.
Yes, we are. We do love the shows.
I'm going to a show this. I'm going to Stitchers on. I'm going there on Sunday and Tuesday with my company.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, I've never done a show like that before, so I've been to them. Quite interesting though.
I think it's a different experience to exhibit and to go to them.
Yes, very much so.
I visited the ICHF at Manchester as a visitor. I'm like, this is new. I have no responsibilities. I can just
you can just wander around.
I can just chat to people all day, and I can see the stress when they're busy.
No, don't say that. That's where I'm heading into stress land.
Yeah, but you want it to be busy. It's beauty. It's fab. I don't think I could be in this industry and not do the shows because I think being one-to-one with customers and just people that want to chat and things like that, I love it. I do. And sometimes I think, have I just said the same thing to 3 different people?
Yeah. It is great though, isn't it, when people like what you do as well. But it's just great to talk to people and find out what they like and what they enjoy and what they get out of crafting as well. So they are good, those shows.
Well, it's the people that are new to crafting as well that are like, what are you using there at patterning? And I think what sometimes we have to remember is there is always a new generation of crafters coming into it.
Absolutely.
And I think crafting's getting younger and younger, especially with your journaling and things like that.
Yeah.
So you might have to show somebody how to stamp and how to emboss and things like that. So don't take that side of it for granted. If somebody needs to see that, they need to see the whole thing.
The whole thing.
And I think that's why I really like doing the shows, because you do get to have that one-to-one time. Right, so I've got this now, and I'm just going to finish it off. I've got my pencils, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to colour in my bits I need to.
That's interesting. So you're putting a bit of water on your pencil?
Yeah, I really like watercolour pencils, but I really like to paint with them.
Right.
I hope that makes sense. I find that there's a lot of different techniques that I use with the same things. So, I like to blob with my inks. I don't think there's another way that I can.
No.
I can call it just I'm blobbing with my inks. But you
I
can
like the
also.
sound of it.
Yeah, I think it's a crafty term, isn't it? I'm
blobbing.
blobbing.
I'm blobbing.
Yeah.
By the way, half of the Create stamp set has gone, nearly half. Yeah, so people loving this one.
I'm so pleased.
People loving it.
Oh, I'm really pleased. I do think it's fab. Right, so I'm just adding some colour because my bog's grey. I'm colouring my pencils in grey.
Yeah.
But it's just, I do think you do have favourite types of mediums that you use, but I also think it's nice sometimes to come out of your comfort zone. Like I said earlier, Dad bought me some Prismacolors for Christmas, and I love them. Now I can use them. Now I said to Nina, right, I need some help because it's bought them and I'm scared. I'm scared I don't know how to use them. And she showed me and it was like, that makes so much sense.
Yeah.
And then I've got like watercolour paints. Nina is really good with pro markers, and I, for the life of me, can't work them. Can't work a pro marker. I cannot make them look, or like alcohol markers, I can't make them look right.
And look blended.
Yeah.
It's quite a difficult
it's a
thing.
task, and if anybody can do it, I hold my hat off to you. I think you're amazing, because it is an art that I will learn at some point, I'm sure. So I'm just adding some colour to me blobby bits.
So when you were little then,
Yep.
Was there always lots of crafting in your family then? Like, did Dad do crafting with you and things?
I always remember Dad drawing.
Right.
Always draw. But he's engineer. I remember when I was younger, being an engineer, so he would draw like these amazing engineering sketches and things like that. So it was. I always remember him being around with a drawing pad.
Yes.
And things like that.
Yeah.
But like Nina always drew and things like that. It were only that I never saw myself in the industry, but I think it was just because I were a lot. I mean, there's 10 years between me and Nina.
Ah, right.
So there's a lot of time.
Yeah.
That can go between, and you think, oh, I'll not go into industry, and then I thought, well, what's better than working with your family every day?
Yeah.
It's the only place that you can argue constantly for 8 hours a day, and then go home and message, and it'll be like absolutely nothing's happened because you're just family. Oh, and we do bicker.
I bet you do. Well, I was going to say, it's lovely, but I bet there are arguments.
Yeah, but nice ones. It's never anything. I think because we're so similar sometimes, that's just what happens. You just sort of lock heads a little bit.
I work alongside with my husband, and he's a graphic designer.
Yeah.
So he's responsible for all of the website and design. Can you imagine? So I'm the client. So I'm saying, well, I want this. And then he's the so he'll do it, and then I'll walk in and I'll go, what do you think? And I'll go, and it's like, wrong answer.
Yeah.
Just say yes. And then it,
just
and then
agree to
the
it.
rows we have had. And I'm like, I'm the client.
Right. So I'm
You're not
just
paying me.
I've just dabbed a little bit of my distress inks on my board, and I'm just going to add just the tiniest blobs, again the word blob, of colour to the tips of my dragonfly, so it just brings in the colour, so you can sort of see where I'm going with the blobs of colour. So just add little bits. Just add it to the top of his head there, bit of the fun. And that's that.
That's looking lovely. It's very subtle colouring,
It
but
is.
it's really nice.
It's, you could make it as vibrant or as subtle as you want. I'm not massively. I mean, this dress is probably the most vibrant thing I own, but I've still had to team it with a black polo neck because I can't go too much out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
Whereas Nina, she's not a wallflower. She'll go vibrant with colours, and I think she's had every colour hair in the entire world. And I had a small accident with a hair dye. My hair went green very recently.
Oh,
So
how did you manage that with such dark hair?
Because I was very fair.
Oh.
And then it went green, so then I had to go red to get the green out of my hair. So if anybody saw me during that period, I'm really sorry.
Why did it go green?
Because I thought I'd bought a purple hair dye, the one that, you know, that just goes on the tips of your hair.
Right.
It was blue, dark blue.
Oh.
I put it on anyway and thought, oh my God, this is not right. Took it off halfway and it went green. Yeah, so...
Well, it's working for
lesson.
Billie Eilish at the moment. Billie Eilish has got green hair. I mean, she's rocking it.
Yeah, but I feel like she's a lot quirkier than I am.
She's slightly quirky.
She can pull it off. I definitely could not. My mum nearly fell through the floor when she saw me. And that is my finished journal
That's
page.
lovely. And the edges just pick up the purples there.
Yeah, it's a lovely backing paper. I can't remember
Yeah.
what pad it's come out of, but it's lovely. And I just think
Yeah.
it's fab. You could do that in any colours. You didn't have to use the bugs. You could have just used the splatters, and
Yeah.
it would have still worked the same way.
Yeah.
Or you could use any stamp. You could use a big stamp to go with it.
Yeah.
But it's just that. It's just perfect.
It's very nice, and I think that the sizing of all the elements is just perfect together. The
It
pencils
is,
are the
yeah.
right size with the brush, with the splots, with the create. It's very good. Very nice.
Fab.
I'd like that card. If you would like to get hold of that set, it is 895,516. It is £14.99. If you would like to get that on hochanda.com. Lovely. Okay, let's just have a quick rundown of what we've got on the show, because as I said, we've got 3 new todays on this show. Daisy B were here, of course, at 3 o'clock, but with an entirely different show. So this is your new today collection. It is your chap. So if you are wanting to make a card for chaps or a card with chaps on, you've got the perfect stamp here. He's a really good size. Of course, if you want to put the 2 chaps together, you could put them together. 740144, that is your item number. £13.99. And of course, he comes with the accessories as well. So you've got your umbrella and you've got your flowers, etc., newspaper and your briefcase. Lovely. 740144. Let's move along now to our to have and to hold. And we'll have a look at a few samples here. We did see this in action earlier with Roy when he was making the things for us, but we've got that one. I love the fact that you can just change the ring to, you know, make it personal for the person that you are giving the card to. But yep, symbol of romance, absolutely lovely. There you are. 059 439 is your item number. £13.99 if you would like to be able to make a card like that. Lots more on the website, hochanda.com. We've got some repeat items. Pretty Woman, she's there. Yep, 835414, and Simply the Best as well. That is £13.99 for those two. We've also got the Floral Ladies as well. Let's have a look at those. There you are, with lovely Rose on the right hand side. She's been so popular. 218620, your item number, £13.49. And then the Believe frame and the Amazer Bugs as well, £13.99 for those. 776770 is your item number. Now, as if by magic, Roy has been transported back into the demonstration area again. So we're going to use the ladies these times.
No,
the
this
ladies
is,
and the chaps.
Yes, it's the gentlemen.
Both of them.
Yes.
But you're going to stamp the gents.
Yes, I'm going to stamp the gent. It's this card here that we're going to be doing.
Yes.
So first thing I'm going to do is, I've already stamped the lady, and I don't want to appear like I'm a one-trick pony.
Yeah.
I did use, again, the charcoal.
Yes.
The only reason I'm using charcoal is because, if you look at that one, that's a grey finish. That's been done with pencil.
Right.
It's a long job. I tried it with rose the last time I went on. It took quite a while, so I thought, right, I'm going to revert to charcoal because it's a lot quicker. Right, so all I'm going to do now is I'm going to ink up the stylish gent, and then we can go straight over here. A little tip when stamping this fella is, if you put the foot, line the foot and the top of the head as though they're vertical, so it doesn't look like he's tipping back. Can you see the foot's there and the head's there?
Yeah.
So it's vertical.
Yeah.
And then a little bit of pressure, like that. And there we go. Nice clean image. And to colour him, I'm just going to, can you see I've got the light coming in from one side?
Yes.
So I'm going to go to the opposite side.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to do the same as I did with the hands and just pick out the line. And because I haven't embossed it, I'm just going to be a little bit more careful.
So it's a bit of a struggle, isn't it, to work out where the light is coming from? It's like perspective, isn't it, and things like that.
Yeah, it is.
Sort of get you, but that's where your engineering brain would come in, I would think.
I think probably,
Yeah.
So, and like that, a little bit here. And then this side of his face. This side of the pleat, or whatever we call it. And then down here. A bit of shading around here. And we'll just see what that looks like with this brush again, same brush.
And that's just a clean brush that's just...
Yes, just dry. If you keep blowing the dust away, you're not going to rub it in. And it just gives him a little bit of depth.
Amazing, isn't it? It's just an optical illusion because it's just a line.
Yeah.
But it's
But
really
that's what we're all about, isn't it? Because everything we do is in 2 dimensions.
Yeah.
And we give the illusion that it's 3-dimensional.
That's right.
And I'll just put a little bit here. That'll do me for now.
Yeah.
Happy with that. Oh, a little bit on his hair, I think we'll have. Round here. Right, so. I missed a bit here. Right.
I'm making up a story with these two at the moment. I'm thinking, are they together? Is he going to walk over and ask her out for a date?
Well, this might be what's happening. So,
is she waiting at the train station? Have they had a row? I don't know.
He might be wanting to apologise with the flowers.
I think there's a bit of a row stance there, isn't it? It's a bit like, I'm not listening. I'm not listening.
She's got attitude, hasn't she?
She's got attitude, definitely. She's got the attitude.
Like Josie.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
is there a bit of a
Yeah. I think
daughter
so.
attitude going on
Yes,
here? We
very
heard the
much
squeak
so.
there.
Very much so.
That was a recognition squeak.
Yeah.
How did you get past his hand there?
It's got a gap. If you see, look, there's a gap in the...
Oh,
Yeah.
clever! Engineering
You've got to
brain
think
again,
about
you
these
see.
things,
I know,
don't you?
exactly.
Right, so the next one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to emboss the, where is it? Hold on to love sentiment. And I can use, because it's so good, this detail silver, I can use the black. So I'm going to take the ink to the stamp, like that. And then position it in between the two of them. And then we get the glitter tray.
They're deciding in the gallery that he's definitely chasing after her. Hold
You
on to
think,
love. He's
yeah.
like, oh, please, hold on to love. I know I've upset you. Here's some flowers. Definitely. There's been a row there.
Yeah, he said the wrong
He
thing.
said the wrong thing.
Yeah,
It's easy to do.
he probably said, "Is my tea ready?" You just don't say that,
That is
do
the
you?
thing.
You
Is
don't say
my
that,
tea
do I?
ready?
Never say that, do I, Cheryl? Never say that.
Is my tea ready?
Yeah. So then,
You see, I don't feel like a true northerner anymore now.
no,
Do you know why?
you haven't got the accent for it.
Well, it's gone a bit. If I talk to my mother, at the end of the like, it all comes back. But because I now say dinner, so I'll say, are we having dinner tonight? Not tea. Because
Right.
I know in Yorkshire it's tea, and actually Lincolnshire, that's tea as well. Yeah, Lincolnshire is tea. But no, I say dinner now,
Right.
and then lunch. So it gets very confusing if I meet my mother. And I say to her, so I'll come up for the weekend, we'll go out for dinner. And she's like, what, at lunchtime? No, because that's lunch. What do you mean? Dinner! Tea time!
So all I'm doing now is I'm just putting on, in fact, before I do this, a little trick is turn that over, and I'm just going to put it onto the card first before I do this. This is Josie's glue runner. It's good stuff, this, Josie. Thank you.
You're very welcome. She doesn't look like a lady who met the tea, though, does she?
No. No, she doesn't. Make your own tea, I think she would
High
say.
maintenance, to be honest.
Do you think?
Yeah, I think she would have needs. She really would.
Right, so a bit of glue
She's
now
also.
for
I was going to say she's carrying a briefcase. She's not just carrying a bag, but it
Yes.
could be. There's some important documentation in there. Maybe she's a spy. We really are making up a fantastic story here. I'm sure when you designed these, it was just like, there's a lady, there's a guy. Now she's a spy.
Right, I'm going to put that needle back in there, that pin, because I always get on at Nina for not doing that. Look at that, brilliant. And then a little bit of glitter. And we should be done. How are we doing for time?
Oh, we've got 2.5 minutes.
Oh, there you go.
Perfect timing.
I'm just going to put that back in there.
Yeah.
And it should, in fact, I turn it round, it should, you can see how easy it comes out with
Yeah, exactly.
the anti-static pad. Look at that. And then put that back in there. And there you have it.
Lovely.
Do you want to hold that up, Rachel?
Do you know, I do feel like with the embellishments you put on there now, I feel like there's more love in the air now. There
Yes.
is. I think when we first started off, she was definitely annoyed with him, but there's a softening.
Yeah,
There's a softening.
she's buckling.
She's buckling. She's buckling.
Yeah.
She's going to go make his tea for him now. Well, look, if you would like to be able to make a lovely card like that, I love the dimensions. I think that it's great, the size of the people. It's very good. And the stamp that goes with, of course, the Hold On to Love. It is 740144 as an item number. That's what you get, £13.99 there. Have a look on the website, hochanda.com, and you can find lots of other lovely stamps as well, of course, from Daisy B. Perfect. Well, that was a lot of fun, wasn't it?
Very good.
It was.
Yes.
I
haven't
think
got attitude.
She has got
Just to
attitude.
point it out.
She has definitely got attitude.
I want to know, were the girls good as teenagers?
Yes, they were good. Yeah, they
Had
didn't
the
bring any
moments?
trouble.
No, had the
No.
moments. But you've come through it.
Yes, I've survived.
Our
I'm asking
delight.
as the mother of a
Survived.
teenager.
Yeah,
I were a delight the whole way through.
A delight.
For my 24
she was.
years.
She was. I must admit. Yeah.
Well, you're certainly very creative, I'll give you that.
Thank
and
you.
it is lovely to see a family business.
Thank
and
you,
it's great
Rachel.
to have a dad in with the crafting, because as I say, we always sort of assume that crafties, you know, we always say to, ladies, well, but it's gents as well, and it's growing as well as an industry, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, and like you were saying, the journaling and that kind of thing is
definitely,
getting
yeah.
very busy. Yeah. What we're going to see from you next? When are you next in? Do you know?
We are beginning of March, I think, around
Right.
the 8th, if I want to say.
Okay, and is that this that was in here?
Oh, could it possibly be? Oh, I think it is, yeah.
Right,
Yes, it
there
is,
you
yeah.
go then,
It
right.
is. So you really
Yeah.
did have a sneak peek
You
of
had
the
a
next.
sneaky peek of the next
next
item.
month, yeah.
Well, have a very safe journey to Barnsley. Say hello to new mother Dan for me
Oh, very
when you
we
walk
will.
in the dog on Saturday. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank
and
you,
I hope I
Rachel,
see you
yeah,
again.
thank you.
Thank you to you, of course. Thank you to everybody who is supporting Daisy B and buying things on the show tonight. Of course, you can keep shopping now on the website, hochanda.com. I'm going to disappear. I'm back here on Friday, Valentine's Day. Woo! But our lovely Catherine is here for the next 2 hours. Night-night. I've no idea why I said woo, because clearly I'm working, so there's no woo in the air for me. Okay, Fabric Freedom coming up now. Tuna Pink is after that, and John Next Door later with the monthly mega deal. Ta-ra.
Did you know you can watch Hochanda 24 hours a day, 7 days a week using the Hochanda app on your Amazon Fire Stick for free? Just like your smartphone accesses an app store to add new applications, your Amazon Fire Stick accesses the Amazon App Store to add new applications. By downloading the Hochanda app, you'll be able to access your favourite craft channel on your TV anytime you want to watch. Here's how to do it. Simply turn on your TV and connect your Amazon Fire Stick. If this is your first time using the device, follow the on-screen instructions to connect to the internet and log into your Amazon account. Once set up, you'll need to open the search bar. To do so, simply use your remote circular directional dial to scroll to the search icon and select it. Now simply type Hochanda into the search bar and this will take you to the Hochanda app. All you need to do now is select download, and remember, it's free. Once this is added to your Fire Stick, you can move the app for easy access. Press and hold your home button on any app and then select apps from the menu that appears. Scroll down to the Hochanda app and press the button with the 3 horizontal lines on your remote and select Move to Front. And that's it! You can now watch, purchase and catch up with your favourite shows 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on your TV whenever you feel crafty.
Hi, my name's Christine Emberson and I'm the brand ambassador for Spellbinders Creative Arts. I've been with Spellbinders for many years now and I just love their innovative style and all the amazing products that they come out with. Being part of the Hochanda family is just wonderful. Being able to share with you tips and techniques and to bring you some exciting new products is just absolutely fantastic. I think you're going to love the Spellbinders shows. I want to share with you different ideas and techniques, what you can do with your die cutting. It's not just limited, there's so much that you can create. So don't miss the Spellbinders shows on Hochanda.
Hello and a very good evening to you. Yes, it is 8 o'clock and we have a happy hour for you. That didn't go too well, did it? Now then, we have got a happy hour for you. That means the prices, of course, are really great for this next hour. Then the prices, of course, will go up. And it's all about fabric. It's fabric freedom for you. And we're starting right here at the moment with our wonderful 4-block floral panel. I'm going to say that again, 4-block floral panel with plain quilting cotton and the spot fat quarter. Now then, I'm not sure we can give you the overall sizes of each piece, but let's have a look. Let's have a look at the panel first of all. This is lovely actually because you've got 4 blocks in there, as the title tells us. So if you wanted to make blocks for your quilt, if you wanted to make cushions, you certainly could do. Maybe 4 different cushions and then put backing on that's maybe plain or a contrasting colour, or maybe go with your black or your white or your pink. Or of course you could have a double-sided cushion so you can change it around. Have one design one day, another day. I love this actually, because you've got that beautiful sort of cerise in there with the black and the white that really makes the colours pop. Remember, this is just the panel. We have got more to show you. Look at the price on it though. You're saving £14, £10.99 for the whole bundle. So that's your panel. So your 4 blocks in there. Really striking that. I really do like that. Then you've got your black to go with it. Of course, that's going to work so well, because it's really going to make the pink and the white stand out. It looks fabulous. You know, if you're just going to use that as a backing or maybe borders, it's going to work very, very well. And then something that I absolutely love, we have got the little dots as well. Now this does give me a size. It is 18 by 21 inches. There we are. So you've got your fat quarter there, which works really, really well. Absolutely gorgeous. Now it's a time limited offer. £10.99 is the price for this hour. Of course, the price will go back up to £24.99 at the end of the hour. You can see the clock there as well. It's right up there, look. There it is. 57 minutes. Counting down. Now keep an eye on that clock because the prices will go up once the clock runs out of time, of course. Now busy already on that particular item number 184903. Great price that. Nothing to stop you going for multiples of those either. If you want to go for multiples, you certainly can while we've got the stocks. Now the next item, we've got a pick and mix for you. Now, these are ½ metre each, and you're choosing any 2. Now, these are the Natural Effects quilting cottons. Yes, so any 2, ½ metres of each for £11.99, a £5 saving here. Now, I'm going to show you these a little bit more closely, actually, because we've got some really lovely designs here, a little bit unusual as well. Now, this one is classed as a stone wall in beige. And that is really nice, actually. You've got kind of I think there's a bit of a greyish green in there as well. Looks really effective. Then we have stone wall in brown, which you can see there. Very nice indeed. Really like that. Ooh. Then we have stone wall in grey. Also very nice. And then we have stone wall again. This is the grey brown, and you can see why. The cement in between the bricks, so to speak, is a little bit more greyish, and then you've got the brownish or the light brown brickwork there. Really effective, isn't it? Now, it is a pick and mix, so it is any 2. So you could, of course, if you want more than 1, you can go for multiples, whichever you like, really, as long as they're in multiples of 2. So if you want more of one particular design, you can go for those as well. Now, this one is basket weave. This is honey. That's the colour of it. And we've got basket weave in grey. Very nice. Looks real, doesn't it? Then we have this one, which is beige. Then we have, oh, that's pretty. Now this, now then. This is classed as taupe. So it does look very nice in that. Do you know, there's kind of a heathery feel about that, I think, as well. You've got the taupe sort of effect in there, but to me that looks a little bit heathery, but that's classed as taupe. And then we have the brown for you. There we go. Really, really effective fabrics these. Oh, now then, what about your wood grain? This is grey. So it's kind of that weathered wood effect, isn't it? Then we have the taupe. You can see more of the taupe colour in there, but it looks really, really nice with that other colour there. And then we have this one, which is the beige. Very nice indeed. Then the honey, a little bit more yellowy, as you can see there. And then we have the cream. Lovely options.
very nice indeed. I'm going to try and tidy up as I go along. So remember, ½ metre in each, any two. Item number 961783 for just £11.99. You are actually saving £5 during this hour only, then the price will go up. So the multiples that you want, you can go for as long as we've got the stocks, of course. Now we have got more for you, because we're going to move down again. We've got another pick and mix coming up actually. This is the woven tapestry. These are very different from the previous selection. ½ metre of each again, and it's going for any two again. So if you wanted, let's say you wanted a metre of this particular one that I'm holding up now, then you just put, there you go, just go for two of those. You can do that. Again, you can go for much more in the way of multiples if you want to add as many as you want in your basket. Now this one is the black and white, really nice. I seem to remember Leonie saying she wanted a skirt made of this one time. Really nice indeed, really good weight as well. This one is the zigzag multi. This is definitely upholstery weight. Then we've got the pattern multi. It is very Aztec, that, isn't it? You've got beautiful colours in there, the greens and the blues and the reds, works very, very well. Then we have this one. This is ombre in the blue and the red. And then the next one, oh, I like this one as well, the black, the cream and the white. Really nice indeed. So once again, if you want to go for more than the two, you can do, just make sure multiples of two, whatever you're putting in your baskets, and you can choose, you know, whichever ones that you want in whatever combination you want. Really like those. In fact, the back of some of these, look. I'll show you that one there. You could use that either way up, I think. It's completely different. Look at that. Completely different. Very clever indeed. Like those a lot. Item number 519054 and £14.99 for any two, of course. You're saving £5 on that selection as well. But we do have much more for you. Let's go to our polycottons, because that's what's coming up next. It's another pick and mix, any 3 metres. So you've got a metre in each, so you can go for 3 completely different ones, or again, if you wanted them all the same, then of course you could go for 3 of all the same design. Now these are just £9.99. You're saving £2. You're getting 3, remember, 3 metres. Maybe you're thinking a little bit more towards the summer now. Oh, I hear we've another storm coming. Don't think about that. Think ahead. Think about making your picnic baskets and your bags. This is your orange spot. Then we have our royal blue spot. Very nice. Then we have red and white spot. Then this one, oh, this is a nice fresh colour. Lemon paste print. Now there is a nice print on there now. That is a really pretty colour actually, but you can see that print on there. Very nice indeed. You know, that would look nice whether it's on the front of something, used as a lining, or it's your quilting. You can use this in whatever way you like. Now that is the same print but in the lilac, so you can really see the pattern there. That's pretty. Very pretty. Oh, this is a nice colour as well. Then we have the mint, same pattern again. Very subtle colour that. I really like that a lot. Then we have the white pastel floral. And there we go. And then we have the next one, which is called Sky Blue Pop. Sky Blue Pop. And then the next one, Navy Pop. Oh, I like the look of the last one. Then we have the Sky Blue Floral. I'm going to open this one up for you because this really is very nice indeed. Do you know, I think these flowers are big enough to be able to cut them out as well. If you wanted to cut them out, don't just think about your quilts. There's all sorts of reasons for using fabric. Look at these. So if you wanted 3 all the same, you can do. Just go for 1 pick and mix. Choose 3 of the same item. You can go for 3 totally different ones. 2 of one, 1 of the other. Do you know, if you want 6, then just make sure you put multiples of 2 in, because you're getting 3 per item. So just bear in mind the multiples. So nice to take advantage of the savings actually, because you are making those savings for this hour, of course. Now I'm just going to tidy up a little bit. I've not done a very good job there, but I'm trying my best because Matt has been working so hard today. I'm just trying to save his little feet. Just a little bit for him. There we are. Now busy on these as well. Item number is 810222. Remember, any 3 of those multiples, however you want them. Now, something very different again. In fact, we've got options for you here. It's not a pick and mix this time. You have got the large print or the small print in these. I'm going to open these out. These are really interesting. Now, there's a metre a metre available, whichever one you go for. Again, you can go for both if you like. Now these are totally in black and white, or maybe you could say there's grey in there as well. What about using your fabric pens and colouring those in? You could do it. Have you got the Inktense pencils? Because they work on fabric. You can heat set them. So you could pick out the colour. Do you know this is a great price because you're saving £5, just $9.99 for a metre. What about making gym bags for the children for school? Do they still do that? I suppose they do, don't they? Put the pumps and the kits in there. Let them colour their own in. Perhaps they just want them this colour. Perhaps they want to keep that sort of monochrome effect. Then you could do that. That is the larger one. The larger. Same design or the same wording, so to speak. But that's your large. And then let's have a look at this one. So what we've got here. Oh, look at some of these words. We've got pow and zap and boom, whack. What else we got? OMG. Breep. What does breep? What else have we got in there? Oh, we've got splash in there. We've got, have I done zap? I don't know. Boom. Boom's in there as well. Do you know, you could have fun just seeing how many words you can find. Play word search with it. Maybe colour all the words in. Every word you find, do it in a different colour. See how many words you can find in there. Really nice quality as well. Really nice weight to this fabric. I like that a lot. That's perfect, actually, if you want to make bags and things with it. Really lovely. So there we are. Item number 080694, just $9.99. Now, coming up next, we've got the leatherette for you. Now, this is another pick and mix. Any two of these. Now, these are beautiful. Very, very soft as well. Right, we'll have a look at one of these. We've got a metre of each, half a metre of each. So pick any two. So you're going to get a metre for $12.99, half a metre of each. Again, you can go for the same if you wanted. So if you wanted a metre, just pick the same colour twice. Now then, the different colours. Let's go through these as well. I'm going to show you this one first of all. Let's have a look. Right, there's your half a metre. I wonder if we know what the width is. I think I know what it is. You don't have to tell me. It's 54 inches wide. Am I right? Am I right at gallery? You've seen me do this before. No, if you've not seen me do that before, my arms open out with a piece of fabric. If I can keep my arms stretched out fully, 54 inches. There's a bit of give in the fabric. It's wider than that. See, I can tell. I've got really good at doing that. Right, now then, we have got your different colours here. So, that is the black. It looks kind of like a midnight colour, but that's classed as black. Then we have silver, which is beautiful. Then we have grey. Oh, I like that, actually. That's really nice. Then we have, gold. It's a very nice gold. It's not a brassy gold, is it? It's a really nice gold. Then we have the cream. Do you know these are all very nice, aren't they? Very soft. Oh, rose gold. Oh, rose. That is beautiful. Still a very in colour, isn't it, the rose? Then we have brown. Do you know, I don't know how you're going to choose between these. I think they're all beautiful. Light gold. Very nice indeed. And then the copper. And that's very nice as well. Now, what would you use this for? Well, there's all sorts of reasons, isn't there? Whether you want to applique with it, whether you want to make bags. I've actually got a really nice toilet bag, a cosmetic bag that's blue velvet with gold leatherette. At the top, it looks really smart. You know, for this price as well, remember it's happy hour, you're getting these prices up until 9 o'clock and then the price is going to go up. $12.99, you're saving $6.99 on these, which is really, really good. Do you know, you can make these go a long way depending on what you're doing with them. Make your little pouches, little purses, your bags, your toilet bags. Use it for applique. I wonder if we could die cut that. I don't know, with some of those other dyes, I should imagine we can, because it's not ever so thick, but it's so soft. It feels amazing. You're going to love that. 176061, that's the item number. Remember, it is a pick and mix, any two. Okay, right, now we have got more for you, because coming up next we've got a bundle of 7.5 meters. Now we've got 3 different bundles. You're getting the same colours throughout each, but the patterns are different. So I'm going to show you the first option, which is the paisley. And you can really see that. So you've got that lovely printed effect on there. Again, this is great for your quilting. I think if you're making bags, it could be a nice lining. Maybe a reversible bag, because you could go with a couple of colours and then change it around, couldn't you? It's entirely up to you. I think for this weight as well, it'd work for clothing. You know, if you want to make little dresses or something, maybe for a little girl. I'm going to show you the different colours. It's the same pattern on this because it is the paisley. I don't know if we've got the official names for these colours, but they're very nice. We've kind of got a cream there. I would say that's kind of a honey colour. Then we've got a very nice pretty pink in there. A little bit more of a peachy pink, I'd say that one is. Then there's a lilac. And then there's a sugary pink, I'd class that as. And then a lovely green. And that beautiful blue in there as well. How pretty is that? So that's your paisley. The next one we've got for you is the floral fiesta. So same colours, same fabrics, it's just the pattern that's different. So here we are, you can see that pattern again. I may as well just run through the different colours so you can see the effect, because the print does look different on the different background colours. Obviously on the cream there, it's not quite as prominent, but it is there. I don't know whether it's picking it up so well on the camera, but I can see it nicely. There we are, that really shows up beautifully on the pink. You've got the lilac. These are pretty, aren't they? Then you've got that other pink there as well. There is a difference between the two pinks. That very fresh green, I like that a lot. And then that blue, it's kind of an aqua colour, I would class that as possibly. So that's your second option. The next one is our ditzy. Really nice again. So you've got florals in here, but it is, as it says, a ditzy pattern, which means it's kind of all over small print. Very, very pretty indeed. Nothing to stop you going for all of these different designs. You can certainly do that if you want. Remember, you're getting 7 pieces of fabric, ½ metre of each, 7 in each bundle. That makes it 3.5 metres in total for £24.99. Great price. £10 saving on these. I'm sure you've got lots of uses for something like this. Absolutely gorgeous. These are the sort of fabrics that you don't mind keeping in stock just for when you want something, because you're going to find so many uses for it. Gorgeous. Item number 709510. Now, of course, if you're going for lots of things and you're filling your basket, maybe you're tipping it over £60, so you could open a flexi buy or a flexi basket. But also, what about Freedom members? You'd get it delivered to your door. Here's Janice.
Hello everyone, I've got a minute or two to tell you why you should all be members of Hochanda Freedom. Did you know that with Hochanda Freedom you could be saving on your deliveries every single month? For just a £6.97 monthly fee, you'll benefit from unlimited standard delivery, which means the more you spend with us, the more you save. And do you know the best bit? You can cancel at any time. Becoming a member of Hochanda Freedom, you'll also be able to take advantage of our exclusive Freedom members discounts, where you can save anything up to 20% on an already fantastic Hochanda price. Freedom members will also receive our exclusive members badge and Freedom newsletter, which will keep you updated with all the goings on behind the scenes. Look at all these benefits for £6.97 per month. Over 12,000 of you are already members, and we thank you so much for being part of our family and sharing your crafting passion with us. In fact, I'm going to hand over to you to tell everyone else about your experience with Hochanda Freedom.
I'm a Freedom member, which means I can shop a lot.
It's the discounts and all the special offers you get.
I get special offers, I get special discounts. They tell me when everything's happening. So if there's a special show I want to watch, then it's there. I'm able to just shop when I'd like.
It's just good to have. Yes, you do save. If you buy like I do, you save.
You see, you could be a member instantly for £6.97 per month with no monthly obligation. So when you want to cancel, you can. Just give us a call or go to our website quoting the item number 888 888. So don't forget, you get your unlimited standard delivery, exclusive Freedom discounts, members badge and members newsletter. What are you waiting for? Join Hochanda Freedom today and become a member of the growing Hochanda family.
Yes, thank you, Janice. I hope if you're watching, you're all right. Just look on Janice's Facebook page, you'll know what I mean. Right then, let's start right at the beginning again because, oh, this is lovely actually. I'm going to open this right out again. This has been busy, because I'm not surprised actually. I really like this myself. I love the colours in here. I love the fact you've got that sort of deep pink. You've got the black and the white because it really works so well with the pink. Now you have got 4, it could be cushion panels, it could be blocks, it could be whatever you want it to be. You could make bags with this as well, but you've got your panel piece here. So you can see those 4 individual blocks in there, different designs. So if you wanted to make cushions, you could do. You could have a different front to each cushion and maybe put a plain fabric on the back, or maybe you want to kind of make reversible cushions as well. So if you get a little bit fed up with one look, turn it around and show something else the next day. Gorgeous colours. Now you're not just getting that for your price, you are getting as well your black fabric, which of course is going to work so well because we've got the black and the white in there. It's really going to make the pink pop, isn't it? Really nice. It looks like there's a ½ metre of that one. Okay, but not only that, you're going to get a fat quarter as well, which I really love because anything with dots on I think is fabulous. Really like this. So whether you use it in conjunction with the other pieces of fabric or use it for something totally different, you certainly can do. Just £10.99 for the whole bundle. Now a quarter of the stock has gone. Remember that the price will go up at the end of the hour. It is a great saving on this one, £14 saving. So you are saving, you're saving more than you're spending. Really lovely indeed. Nothing to stop you going for more than one. If you want more than one, as long as we've got the stock, you can certainly do that. Item number 184903. Now we're starting with our quilting cotton next because we've got a pick and mix here. So let's have a closer look at these as well. I don't think I opened this one out earlier, did I? Let's have a look. So we've got lots of lovely choices for you. It looks like somebody's had a little bit of a nibble at that one. Yours will come intact, of course. Now what you get in here, ½ metre pieces. This is a pick and mix for any 2. Now this is our stone wall. We've got various different colour options. So this is the grey brown for you. And you can see why, because you've got the kind of brown cement in between those grey bricks. Really like the colours in that one. It's got kind of a hint of, to me, I can see kind of a hint of a sage green in there as well, which is very nice. Then we have this one, which is the brown. So lots of different sort of colours of brown in there. Works very, very well. Whether you're going to break this down, use it as panels or borders in between your quilts, your blocks on your quilt, which would look really effective. Or maybe you've got a totally different use for it. Perhaps you're going to use it in your mixed media. Perhaps you want to cover a journal or something like that. Nothing to stop you. Now this is the grey one, so we're still with the brick. That's nice. I love anything grey at the minute. Grey just is one of those colours that just works with absolutely everything. Then we have this one, which is the beige. There we are. The beige there. You've kind of got the greyish cement in between the bricks there, which again, it really works very, very well. Love that. So that's our brick walls, and then we're moving on to the basket weave now. Now this one is honey. You can see why. It's kind of got that very warm golden colour about it. And it really does look like a basket, doesn't it? Perhaps you want to cover some boxes or something and make them look as though they are baskets, you know, for your bathroom or your bedroom maybe. Just give them a different look. It doesn't have to be for quilting. It's quilting weight, it's quilting cotton, but it doesn't have to be for a quilt. So that's your honey. Then we have the grey. Again, works with every colour, doesn't it? If you put blue with it, green with it, pink with it, do you know, you can put all sorts of colours with it. Turquoise would look great. Burgundy, sort of wine colours, Bordeaux, whatever you want to call them. Everything will work. Then we have the beige, which again, you could put almost anything with that, couldn't you? Because it's a nice neutral, really lovely. Same design still, it's still the basket weave. And then we have the taupe, which I'm still seeing. The taupe to me is kind of the lighter colour in there. But I see that heather colour. I think it's really pretty colour actually. Don't know if it's picking up the same on the camera as I'm seeing, or maybe it's just my eyes, who knows. But that's what I see. Great price for these, £11.99. You're saving £5 for the pick and mix. Remember, you're picking any 2. This is the brown of the basket weave. There we are. A little bit darker, that one. So it depends if you want something, you know, a little, it depends what you put in it with, doesn't it really, or whether you're going to use it on its own. So that's our basket weave. Then we're moving on to the wood grain, which is really, really effective. This is the grey. There we are. You can see why it's called grey, can't you? Because it's got lots of different shades of grey. Looks like weathered wood. Then we have the taupe. There we are. That's nice, I like that. You won't get a sticker on yours either. In fact, I'm going to pull that off right now, just in case we come back to that, because you don't really need to see that, do you? There we are, put that there. And then we have the beige. There we go. Very nice indeed. Lots of different tones in that one. And then we have the honey. And then we've got one more to show you. There's the honey. You can see it's the warm colour, isn't it? It's sort of yellow, that golden yellow colour, the honey. Really nice. And then we have, finally, the cream. A little bit more gentle in colour maybe than the honey. It depends what you're looking for. A little bit softer, very neutral again, so we'll work with many other different colours and fabrics as well. So there we are, 961 783 is the item number. I'll clean up a little bit before I move on, just to save Matt, bless him. We'll do half each, Matt, how about that? Is that all right? Oh, he says leave it. I'll do a better job than you. Right, I'm going to move down. £11.99. That's your pick and mix. £5 saving. Now another pick and mix for you, but completely different fabrics. These are your woven fabrics here. Now it's a pick and mix, half a metre of each, and you are picking any two. So once again, just a reminder, if you want two completely different half metres, you can. If you want to go for two the same, you can. If you want more than two, as long as you're putting the right amount of multiples into your basket, then you can just fill your basket with as much as you want while we've got the stocks, of course. During this hour, you're going to save that £5. Now I really like this. This is the black and white. I could see a little jacket and a skirt made of that, definitely. I think that would work really, really well. I would class this as upholstery weight. It is woven, so covering a little footstool or something would be very nice, an occasional chair. Then this one intrigues me actually, because this is your zigzag multi. You can see why it's called that. It's full of zigzags and it's multicoloured. But look at that on the other side, completely different. Now I know there's supposed to be a right and wrong way, but actually, if you used it that way, nobody would know. If you wanted a completely different colour, there's nothing to stop you, is there? Maybe you wanted to make something with that side and then maybe cover some buttons or a border around the edge and use it that side, so you've got a complete contrast. That would work as well. So that's your zigzag one. Then we have this one again, the pattern multi. Oh, I didn't show you the other side of this one, did I? Look at that. Nothing to stop you turning that one over either. Really nice. Lots of lovely colours, that green in there, the blues in there. You've got the yellow tones, a little bit of orange and red in there. Very nice indeed. Then we have the ombre, which is this one. Oh, I'm going to show you the back of this one as well. Two completely different looks once again. And then finally we have this one, the black, cream and white. Now then, you're going to get a big piece of that. I think somebody's been nibbling into that one as well. You will get half a metre. But do you know, I think somebody's cut that down ready for a cushion. I wonder if this is the one Leonie was going to have, because I seem to remember something about a cushion. I bet this was going to be Leonie's cushion. I wonder if she got round to making one and just didn't get the other one. Oh, I don't know what happened to it. I'm going to have to ask about that. But really nice anyway. You're going to get a full half metre of that one and any of the others that you choose as well. 519054 is the item number. You are saving £5 on these as well. £14.99. Remember, the price goes up that way, the clock. 31 minutes left and a little bit more. But we do have more. Something that's been busy actually during this hour so far is the polycottons. Now you're choosing any three here, so it is another pick and mix, but any three this time. You're getting a metre of each, so in total 3 metres for just £9.99. Now we have got lots of different designs to choose from here. So if you like your spots, this is your orange. Then we have this one, which is our royal blue, that one. Should know that actually, looking at that. It's a really nice colour. Then you've got the red. Do you know, they would look nice together, wouldn't they? Really nice, really nice. Then we have this one, which is your lemon paste. Very pretty colour, very spring-like. We're thinking about Easter, aren't we now? Easter and spring, and then into summer. Can't wait. Then we've got the lilac. That is so pretty because that lovely paste detail on there really does show, doesn't it? Then this is also a really pretty colour. This is your mint. Very pretty colour, I like that a lot. And then we have this one, which is your pastel floral. There we go. So if you like your florals, it's not too big a pattern, that one, it's nice and delicate. Then we have this one, which is our sky blue pop. So you can see why, because you've got that sky blue in the background there. Then we have this one, same design, the navy pop. And then finally, and I'm going to open this one out again because this is lovely, sky blue multi-floral. There we go. That would be your width. Now you see, I can test again now. There's a metre each. See, that's not 54 wide, this must be 44 wide, I think. See, look, if I hold that down, can you see my arms are bent? 54, they've got to be fully stretched. So if I don't know the width, I'm really good at guessing. There, I like this one because you could cut out those flowers individually, couldn't you? Yes, I've just been told it is 44 inches. I got it right, yes. It's the only problem I've got is when it's more than 54 wide because my arms aren't long enough. So I can't hold it out. Once I get to 54, that's it. So if it's wider than that, it needs 2 people. Really like that. Very, very pretty. No, that's one of those fabrics, if you wanted to pick out the detail, you could. Maybe cut out those flowers and then quilt them a little bit. Put some wadding underneath, stitch around the edge, put some beads in the middle. That would look really nice, actually. I like those a lot. So for $9.99, any three, three of the same if you want, 3 completely different, 2 of one of the other, entirely up to you. Go for multiples if you want. Do you know, if I'm thinking as well, yes, what if you're making a quilt and you want a nice backing fabric? Think about that as well. So just make sure you buy in the multiples that you think you're going to need so that you're not stuck when it gets to it. But I'm sure you're going to find use for that in many different ways. 810222 is the item number. Now the next one, we've got our comic, the large or the small print. I really like this actually. I think you could have a lot of fun with this. Perhaps you want something for a children's bedroom. It doesn't have to be children actually. I can imagine quite a lot of adults would be quite happy to have that as well. Really nice weight. You're getting a metre of each. It's not what I'd class as a lightweight. It's a canvas, so it's quite sturdy, it's quite thick. It would be great for bags actually, but you could make other things with it as well. Maybe a blind for a window would look really good. Oh, can you imagine letting your children colour in their own blind? Get, you know, fabric paints or those pencils, the ink tents would work great if you've got them. Maybe you don't want to let the kids loose with those, I don't know. But you can get some really good fabric pens. Some are washable, some are permanent. What about letting them colour in with a washable pen, then wash it out and let them do it all again? That'd be really good fun. Do you know, I wouldn't mind doing that. I'd sit at home and colour that in. So would Katie in the gallery. Yes, we'd all like to do that. Matt, would you like to colour in? Matt said no, but it really means yes. I can tell. Right, so that's your large print. And then we have the small print. So a little bit different because you haven't got those sort of abstract blocks in between. You've just got the words. Let me get this the right way up for you. Really lovely weight, this, actually. Very nice indeed. You could stitch with a contrast cotton as well if you wanted to leave it as it is and maybe go with a bright red cotton or a blue or a yellow. Think of all those superhero type colours. There we are. So all those different words. I don't know how to pronounce that one there. T-Z-A-P-T. Zapped. Zapped. I think that's how you do it, something like that. Whack, pow, boom. I'm not doing a very good job of sort of saying those. I need to put a bit more oomph behind them, I think. Really nice. I like those an awful lot. Yes, you can have a lot of fun with those. A lot of fun with those. Now, if you want to go for more than 1 metre, again, you can buy in multiples. As long as we've got the stock, you can have them. Make sure you check your baskets out before the end of the hour though. $9.99 is the price per metre on those. £5 is the saving. 080694. Now the leatherette, one of my favourite items actually on the counter. I really, really like this. If you've not seen these before, I know it's difficult because you can't reach in and touch it, but this is so soft. It feels absolutely lovely. Now you've got ½ metre of each colour. We'll go through the different colours again for you. So ½ metre. Let's just open this one out so you can see. So your ½ metre. It's definitely 54 wide because my arms are outstretched. There we are, 1/2 metre. Now, what would you make with this? You could use this for all sorts of reasons. I do think definitely sort of toilet bags and little purses and pouches and things. Again, what about your mixed media, covering your journals or cutting into it and just using little pieces of it? Maybe try die cutting into it as well. I do think as well, if you want to do a plique, perhaps you just want to border on a bag, a handbag you're making. It could be the whole bag. You could just use it for a little bit of decor on the edges, or a pocket on the front. So that's your black. Then you've got your silver. Then we have, this is classed as the grey, isn't it, this one? This is really nice. I like that colour a lot. It's kind of, I don't know how to describe that. It's classed as grey, but it's kind of got another sort of tinge to it. Yeah, it is beautiful. Then we've got the gold. I really like the golds. We've got 2 golds. This is the first of them. And it's because, for me, this is not brassy. It's not a brassy gold. It's a really nice, sort of sophisticated gold, maybe. There we are. Oh, I haven't shown you the inside, have I? If I just show you, you have got kind of that nice lined effect. It's so soft, this. I really, really like it. Then you've got your cream, which is very nice as well. Do you know, I'm thinking if you make toys as well. Some of your teddy bears, if you want to put sort of little feet or ears or things like that in the beautiful fabrics, then this would work very well. The rose, so pretty, such a wonderful colour. Very on trend at the moment as well. Then your brown, and this is such a rich brown. That is beautiful. Really like that. Then this is the other gold. This is the light gold. Again, very, very nice. And then finally we have the copper. I like that as well because it's not, when you think of copper, sometimes you think quite orangey, don't you? And to me, that's not too orange. That's a really lovely colour. A lot of these, well, all of them would work equally as well with each other, really, whether you're using them on their own or separately. I'm sure you're going to find a use for them. Again, while you can get these at a great price, well worth stocking up, even if you're not sure what you're going to use them for now, because you're saving $6.99 per 2.5 metres per metre. You're getting 2 metres on your pick and mix, 2.5 metres on your pick and mix, so a metre in total. But if you want more than that, of course, just add in the multiples that you require. But $6.99 is a saving on the pick and mix for any 2 pieces. 176061 is the item number. Now, the 1/2 metre bundles. Now, remember these. Now, these have been busy. I'm not surprised. I think this is a great buy. You're getting the same colours in each option, but it's the pattern that is different. So the first one I'm going to show you is the paisley. I will go through all the different fabrics again, even though we'll see repeats of the colours through the options. It's worth seeing the pattern on each colour. So, obviously, with the cream one there, it's not quite as, it doesn't stand out quite as much as it does on some of the other colours, but I really like that. If you want something quite soft and subtle, but you can see it's really, really pretty. And of course, you could use a contrasting cotton again as well if you wanted to really sort of bring some detail out. That's lovely. That's kind of a honey colour. And then we have the first of our pinks, because there's 2 different pinks in here. I'd say that one's maybe a little bit more of a peachy pink. Then we have, I suppose we'd class this as lilac. We haven't got the official names, but you can see the colours. They are really, really beautiful. Then what I would call more of a sugary pink compared to the first one. Then I love the freshness of this green. That is beautiful. And then we have the blue as well, all in the paisley there. So that's your first option. Look at the saving on this one as well. £10 saving, just $24.99. You're getting an awful lot of fabric there. 7 pieces, 1/2 metre of each, so that's 3.5 metres in total. The next one is the Floral Fiesta. So let's go through the colours again. So you can see this beautiful design. Lovely all over colour there, pattern there, but if you really look at this, in fact I'm going to open that out for you. Because, although obviously there's going to be a repeat in this, but you've got lots of different florals in there. The pattern's really, really nice. It's not just one flower that's repeated all over the place. This would make great panels in between your fabrics. It would make great cushion backs. It would make great bags, whether you're using it as a lining or the main fabric. Really lovely quality again. It's 100% cotton. Do you know, I can see little girls' dresses and things made with this as well. Maybe some sundresses. Maybe do a little bit of ruching on the top. You know, smocking, that's the word I'm looking for. Oh, I've not seen anybody doing smocking here at Hochanda. Have we had anybody doing smocking, I wonder? If we haven't, we should have. I'd like to see some smocking on here. I've not done that for ages. My mum used to do lots of little sundresses for me with smocking on. I really liked them. There you go. Then you've got the cream. Don't know if you're watching, Mum. See, I do remember. Then you've got the pink. Then you've got the lilac. Then you've got the other pink. Then that beautiful green. And then we have the blue as well. That is such a fresh colour, isn't it? How pretty is that? So that's your second option. And then we've got the ditzy. So the ditzy, again, it's an all-over pattern. You've got kind of a floral, but in a very small print. Really pretty. I like ditzies. So again, you've got the same colours, but of course, you've got that other option of the pattern there. £24.99, £10 is the saving. Right until the top of the hour, item number 709510. There's your blue again there. Very, very pretty indeed. Nothing to stop you going for more than one option. You can go for as many or as you want. If it's 1, 2 or all 3 different options, you can. 709510. Now, coming up next, just a reminder about that flexi basket.
Flexi order has arrived at Hochanda. What is Flexi Order? When you place an item on FlexiBuy in your basket, you qualify for Flexi Order, which means any other items you add to your basket will also be included in your FlexiBuy payments, so you can spread the cost over multiple monthly payments. After your first payment is made, your entire order will be dispatched. When you add at least £60 worth of any items to your shopping baskets, either online or on the phone, you'll qualify for our Flexi Order offer. This means you can spread the cost of your order over equal monthly FlexiBuy payments, offering you the extra flexibility when you shop with us. Flexi Order, making your shopping experience with Hochanda easier.
Yes, it certainly does make things easier, and of course if you are going for lots of options with these pick and mixes and all the beautiful fabrics we've got, take advantage, not only the savings, but of course you could be opening up that flexi basket as well. Now, we have only got about 20 minutes left to get these prices. We're probably going to run through everything again now. We'll give you a few stock updates, possibly on the way down as well. Now, starting right with this one, and I know this one's been busy. This is beautiful. Half of the stock has gone. We've had a lot of stock of this one as well. You're loving this. I'm not surprised. I just think this makes a statement. I can imagine that, you know, in any room of the house as well. I love collecting furniture and upcycling furniture, so sometimes I'm just looking for the odd cushion. Sometimes you want something that's going to, you know, work in your bedroom, in your lounge, in your conservatory perhaps, or even in the garden. That would be lovely on your garden furniture. If you are making cushions, you've got 4 different panels. Perhaps you want to make a bag, so you could use the panels to make your bags. Do you know, I'm just looking here at this gorgeous flower. Get some wadding behind there and really pick out the detail with your stitching. You could do a little bit of stitching into there, follow the lines. It's quite easy to follow that. That is beautiful. Do you know, go with a, I don't know, maybe even with a metallic silver thread or something would look very nice in there. That's your panel piece, but that's not all you're getting with this bundle. You're getting a lot more than that, so let's just have a look at what else. Of course, you can see that the black in there works so well, so there is some plain black fabric for you as well, which is wonderful. So you've got 1/2 metre of that. So maybe you want to use that as the backing of for the cushion, or maybe you want to make a bit of binding for around the edge. You could certainly do that as well. Now, I'm so pleased to see that there is some black and white spot in here as well, because I love anything that's spotty. I absolutely love that. And the size there as well, you get ditzy spots and you get larger spots, which we'll see a bit later on as well, but that works very well. So you've got that fat quarter also included, all for the price of just £10.99. Again, you can go for more than one of those. You're saving £14 per buy. So if you're going for more than one, of course, really you're saving £14 every time, every multiple you put in there. 184903 is the item number. Now I'm thinking, I really think that would look lovely on your patio furniture. Now then, the next one, pick and mix. You've been liking this one as well. So any 2.5 metres here, and we have got different options by design of the pattern design, so to speak. And then we're going to start with the stone wall. I've been saying brick, but it's classed as stone wall. You won't get a little piece munched out of yours. You will get a full 1/2 metre. There you are. So this is the brown grey. You can see why the brown cement with the grey bricks or stone there. Lots of different colours in here actually when you think about it. It's not a solid colour, it's nice that you've got, it kind of gives it that feel of texture, doesn't it? Then you have this one, which is the brown. So if you want something a little bit darker perhaps, then this is a good one to go for. But I do like the fact that you've got the white showing through the stonework there as well, and that lighter brown in there. So a nice mixture of colours again. Then we have the grey, which I still think would work so well with so many different colours, whether it's pink, blue, green, aqua, you know, fuchsia, your black, your white. Grey just is one of those colours that is a very safe colour but always looks very, very smart indeed. Then we have the beige, so nice neutral one for you here. So you've got a little bit of grey in between the stonework there, so you have got more than the beige in there. There are other colours but very neutral, so very easy to work with. I like that one a lot. So that's our stone wall. Then the basket weave. Now we're starting with the grey on this one as well. Let me open this one right out again so you can see the actual length. You're getting 1/2 metre of each. Really nice. I can't actually see, you've got little, you know, we often see the guests here making little accessory holders, those little pop-up pots, so to speak, that you can put your toiletries in or your bits and pieces. That would look really, really effective because it looks like real basket weave. So that's your grey. Then the honey, which is a nice warm colour. I had honey on my yoghurt this morning, just thought I'd tell you that. Because I've been making Hansel's yoghurt, you see. So has Katie. Oh, it is, if you've not bought Hansel's yoghurt yet, you need to get it. You need to get it. I had yoghurt, I had mango and pineapple chunks in it this morning with some granola on it and a little bit of honey. It was very, very nice. Very nice indeed. Anyway, back to the basket weave because we've got another colour for you as well. So this is the taupe, which is the one where you've got kind of that very sort of soft beigey colour, but I think it is sort of a heather colour with it. I really like that. If I had to pick a favourite, that'd probably be my favourite, that or the grey. But of course, everybody's got different tastes. Then the brown one. So again, you've got different shades of brown in there, the lighter brown, the darker brown. Very, very effective. It does look so real, doesn't it? Really like that. Then we have the beige for you. There we go. So again, if you know what you're going to use this for and you know what colours you're going to put the fabric with, then maybe it makes it easier to choose, or just go for your favourite. Just keep it. Well, you've got the chance of buying it with that £5 saving, worth stocking up. Really like these as well. We've got the wood grain. This is the grey, very nice because you've got quite a lot of white in there as well, which works very, very well. It really shows off the wood grain. Like that a lot. I can see covering notebooks and things like that with this as well. It doesn't have to be your quilts. It doesn't have to be something, you know, that you sew on the sewing machine. You could use these for whatever you want. This one is the taupe. So again, you've got that lovely sort of gentle brown in there, the beige colour. It's a very warm colour, I think, this one, the taupe. It's kind of a little bit peachy. And then you've got that sort of what I class as a heathery or the greyish colour in there. But I think that's a very warm colour palette in that one. I like that one a lot. Then we have the beige. Let's open it up properly. Now I've done one, I might as well do them all. There we are. So you can get the full effect of it there. Really like that. Nothing to stop you stitching into that as well. You could pick out the detail in the wood grain if you wanted to. Then we have the honey. There we go. Very nice indeed. Now I'm thinking of yoghurt again. Now we've just mentioned the honey. And then finally we have cream, which again is a lovely neutral one to work with, isn't it? Very, very effective. It looks like real wood, doesn't it? Lots of detail in there. Great price, £11.99. It is a pick and mix. You're getting any two, £1/2 metre of each. Again, buy whatever multiples you want, as long as you make sure they work in twos. £5 saving, 961,783. Now, onto the woven tapestry again, because if you're looking for something for, I don't know, just a footstool, an occasional table, I do love upcycling. I think a lot of people know that by now. I often post pictures and I talk about it a lot. Do you know, if you find things like a coffee table that's damaged at the top, you can make a little seat, a seat cover to go on the top. So turn your coffee table into a little occasional seat for your hall. That works very well. Maybe you've got a dressing table stool that can be recovered, you can do that as well. I do think you could make a little skirt out of this, maybe a little jacket. Do you know, nothing to stop you patchworking things together as well. Again, if you wanted to cover journals and notebooks, this would work very, very well. This is your black and white. Really striking design, that one. I'm going to show you the front and the back of all of these actually, because that works both ways. You've definitely got the positive and the negative there, haven't you? I like that both ways. I don't think there's a right and a wrong. I really don't. Then we have this one, which is the zigzag multi. So this one is classed as the right way, but if you want to go the other way, nothing wrong with that. Very nice indeed. If you like those blues and greens, it works just as well that way. Then we have the pattern multi. This is very nice. Lots of colours in this one. Have a really good look at the colours, because you've got blues, you've got greens, you've got reds, orange, yellow. You've kind of got the oatmeal colour in there as well. Quality of these is fantastic. Really lovely weight. It's going to wear really well, I'm sure, whatever you use it for. If you want cushions, again, this is going to be great. That's the other side. Okay, and then we have our ombre, which is this one. Again, very nice indeed. And the other side, look at that. Completely different look, isn't it, with the colours? And then finally, we've got what we think is Leonie's cushion, or half cushion. And this is nice as well. I really like this one. Cream, the black, and is it the white with classic? Yes, black, white and cream together. Do you know what? You could work that whichever way you wanted as well, whether the stripes are going horizontally or vertically. It's entirely up to you. That's very nice. $14.99 for any two, half a metre of each, so you're going to get a metre of really good quality fabric there for $14.99. £5 is the saving, 519054. You've still got time to get those at that price, but not long left, because you've got about 8 minutes before the prices will go back up. But we'll keep moving down. Something that's been very busy this hour, any 3 metres on a pick and mix for your polycottons have been busy. Now you can go for 3 of the same, 2 of one, 1 of another, all 3 different. It's entirely up to you. Again, whatever multiples you like, as long as you put the right amount in your basket. So you've got your orange dot. Perhaps you're making again, you see, I'm back to the garden furniture. I like to think, this is something I need to get this year. I need to get a new patio table. I haven't got any proper garden furniture yet. But making your tablecloths, your placemats, you know, if you're having a tea party, these are going to be great. Oh, I didn't even tell you the colours, did I? Orange, royal blue and red. And then we have the lemon paste, very bright, great for springtime, makes you think of Easter. Then we have the lilac paste, very pretty indeed. And then we have the mint paste. Such a beautiful pattern, that one. Then we have this one, which is the pastel floral. Not too large a pattern, so it works very, very well if you're working with small areas. Then the sky blue pop is there, followed by the navy blue pop. And finally, the sky blue multi-floral. And I am going to open it again just so you can see this one, because I think this is stunning. We've got those gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous flowers in there. Really, really pretty indeed. Perhaps you like the look of that one and you want to go for all 3 of those. It's up to you. £2 saving, $9.99 is the price. So any three of the polycottons, really nice quality as well. 810222. Now then, we're going to go right back down to our leatherette, because this has been another lovely busy item as well. So many colours to choose from. Again, it's entirely up to you. It's a pick and mix. You can go for any 2. So if you want to go 2 for the same colour, or 2 completely different ones, if you want to go for more than 2, just make sure the multiples are correct. So you've got the black, you've got the silver, you have got what we're classing as the grey. That's one of my favourites actually. I think I'd have to have that. It's kind of a steely colour. Lovely. Then we have the gold. Very nice indeed. Then we have the cream. Really lovely. Then we have the rose. That is such a beautiful colour. Then we have the brown. Really love this because it's very sort of rich. You've kind of got that, to me that's got a tone, do you know, if you put that with the rose, they go really well together. Don't they look lovely? To me, I'm seeing a little hint of that rose in the brown there as well. I think it's gorgeous. Then we have the light gold. And finally, we have the copper. I wanted to say bronze, but it is classed as copper, that one. That is beautiful as well. $12.99 for any two. What a great price that is. $6.99 is the price. This is a sort of fabric that you would keep in your stash. You never know when you're going to need something like this. So many different uses for it. It's absolutely gorgeous. You'll love the softness of this when you get it home. I'm sure of that. 176061. And then at the end of the counter, of course, we've got options for you. We've got another lovely selection. Now we're starting with the paisley. So the same pattern running through all these different colours, 7 different colours, half a metre of each. So you've got 3.5 metres in total, because you are getting 7 individual colours here. So you can see why it's called paisley. You have got that, obviously, a paisley pattern on there. Absolutely beautiful. Lots of different colours in here as well. Whether you want to work with some of these together, use them totally independently, you've got options, haven't you? It's entirely up to you how you work with those. So there's your paisley. Second option is floral fiesta. So you've got your cream there. Then you've got what I'm classing as the honey coloured one. Then we've got that peachy pink in there, which is very, very pretty indeed. Then we have the lilac. Then we have the pink, a bit more of a sugary pink maybe. And that beautiful fresh green, and that gorgeous, gorgeous blue there as well. So that's the second option. And then finally, same colours again, but the ditzy pattern, and I will run through each one just so you can see the pattern on each colour, because it does look different depending on the colours that you're looking at. Absolutely gorgeous. There we are, running right the way through. What lovely quality fabric this feels like as well. You're going to have so many uses for this. Do you know, I am thinking cushion backs, I am thinking bags and linings, I am thinking little dresses. You know, right from dresses, and you can do everything to match. Little sun hats, little hair accessories as well. That's what I used to do with my little girl, you see. She hated me for it, because she was really a tomboy. I used to make her dress up all frilly and pretty. $24.99 is the price there. £10 is the saving. Take advantage, look at the time left. You've got just under 3.5 minutes left to check those baskets out. You must check the baskets out before 8 o'clock. When you hear that bong of 8 o'clock, that's it. The price will go up. 709510 is the item number. Do take advantage of those prices. Thank you for joining me. Do you know, it's been quite a nice hour. Hopefully you've stayed with me throughout. I'm going to pop over to the one-day special because we've got more fabric coming up. Don't go anywhere. We've got something very, very special to show you. Bye-bye. Yes, coming up next, I'm excited about this. We've got Tula Pink Revival, one-day special, and then John Next Door's here with his monthly mega deal, followed by another hour of Tula.
Welcome to Club G45 from Graphic 45. These are monthly tutorial kits that allow you to create beautiful projects by accessing step-by-step instructional videos that are viewable online. This month we are offering you a choice of 2 amazing project kits. The first kit is 510702, Club G45 Le Romantique Tag and Pocket Keepsake Album and Gatefold Card Kit. Simply order yours by purchasing item number 510702 for £49.99 plus your postage from Hochanda.com, or give us a call on 01733 62000 for instant access to this month's Club G45 from Graphic 45. The second kit is 972116, Club G45 Le Romantique Interactive Front Flip Card Kit. You'll get almost everything you need to create both of these projects from scratch, including access to a comprehensive step-by-step video tutorial and accompanying project sheet. Simply order yours by purchasing item number 972116 for £34.99 plus your postage from Hochanda.com, or give us a call on 01733 62000 for instant access to this month's Club G45 from Graphic 45.
Hello, my name's Stuart and I'm the Managing Director of Oakwood Archer. Oakwood Archer is a family-run business, and my son and my daughter work very hard with me to bring the best craft items to you in the UK. We specialise in high quality items brought into the UK from all over the world, including brands like Kaisercraft, Stampendous and Impression Obsession. Working with Hochanda is fantastic for us. It gives us the opportunity to bring all of these brands and all of these products from all over the world direct to you, the crafter in the UK. Our products include stamps, dies, papers, buttons, trimmings, ribbons and album making kits. Just about everything you need to be a good crafter. So please don't miss Oakwood Archer shows on Hochanda.
Hello, yes, I'm back at the other side of the studio now with a new guest here to Hochanda.
Yeah.
Good evening, Rebecca.
Hello.
Lovely to work with you. I was watching as much of the previous hour that I could, and I loved every minute of it.
Oh, good, good.
I just think these fabrics are something very, very special. Do you want to just tell us a little bit about the designer, first of all?
Yeah, they're designed by a lady called Tula Pink, who's an American lady whose passion has always been sewing, and she studied art, and her mum owned a patchwork fabric shop, and then she decided she'd start designing fabrics.
Oh, how wonderful.
And now she has this most amazing business where her mum works for her, and her brother and her sister work for her.
Oh, so it's a real family business then.
But she's quite young. She's young, but she's really vibrant, and her philosophy is more is more. So which I love, because I'm not very good at less is more. Everything I do is always ridiculously over embellished. So, but when you look at the fabrics, every fabric has got little bits in it. She hides animals and little things in them. So they're really
interesting, aren't they?
And also, so these fabrics that we're selling today are a selection of many of her past ranges. But because she has a colour palette, it doesn't matter which range you put together, even if you buy new ones, it all sort of goes. And how I would never choose these colours, but they work.
Do you know, it's one of those things, if you said, oh, I'm gonna give you a piece of fabric with raccoons on it that are coloured in kind of a turquoise colour, really, with the pink, you'd just think, what are you thinking about? But it works so well. Now we have got options here. This is the one-day special. Now the first one that we're looking at is option number 1, and you can see those beautiful, beautiful colours running through there. They really do work together. It doesn't matter which two you would pick out, they would work together. Now you've got 7.5 yards here, and it is yards. Just want to point that out. It's not a mistake on there. 7.5 yards. Option number 1, this is what we're seeing right here, so if you love those raccoons, that's the one you want to go for. But we do have more. In fact, we've got raccoons in this one as well. We've got the greens. Now these are really, really nice. Oh, I'm drawn to the greens.
I really like the green, and I like the way she's combined pink and orange with them.
It works beautifully, doesn't it?
They look
absolutely gorgeous.
I think they're jellyfish or something. They look like jellyfish, that one.
Looks like jellyfish to me as well. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Gorgeous colours there, really, really something special here. So option number 2, such vibrant colours, as you've said there, Rebecca, they work so well. Then option number 3, we're going to see in a little while. In fact, we're going to go right onto that now. Got a little bit more, well, I was going to say more of a blue running through here, but you haven't actually. You've still got the pinks in there, you've still got the oranges, the yellows, the greens are very prominent, but everything works so beautifully again. What a great price as well. You're saving £15 here. Now you're not just getting the fabrics as well, because we can also let you know that you're getting a cushion pattern in here. Now this is exclusive here, designed by Rebecca, this one, so that's from your very own hands.
It is, yes, Rebecca. I designed that one to showcase
Yes,
them.
it's gorgeous as well. We will show you the finished sample in a second. I've got it right here behind me, but it's really, really nice. You can see the fabrics that have been used on the picture there at the front. In fact, let me bring this cushion in.
Shall I hold it?
Oh, look at this, it's gorgeous. Now then, we've got the greens there, I see. Is it all from one set? Have we got a mixture of different
it's from
sets
this set.
there?
It's from this set.
All from
here.
the greens. Isn't that lovely?
So I designed it so that because I love the fabrics, and they've all got beautiful little things, and you can really fussy cut them. So
definitely.
I designed it so that it's like a little window, and you can see all the showcase the fabrics.
That. And then on the back, look, if you want to line with a fabric of your choice as well, that works so well. So really reversible cushions here.
Yeah, and there's enough fabric to obviously cover the back, but you could make several cushions, or you could use the block that I designed, and you could repeat it lots of times and make a quilt.
Of course.
Because there's quite a lot of
as
fabric.
well. I'd love a bag like that. That would make a lovely bag, wouldn't it?
And you can change, because I've just used some plain white cotton in this, but you could change it to a different colour.
Yes,
if you wanted
definitely.
a darker one or a brighter one.
Yeah, or you could just pick out any of those colours and it would work, wouldn't it? Or black would work as well.
It would. Well, if you wanted that sort of stained glass effect, it would look really nice.
Really lovely. So you are getting the cushion pattern included, regardless of the option, whether it's 1, 2 or 3. This is the one-day special. We can offer that flexi-buy option for you as well. You have got that saving of £15 as well, which is an incredible saving. Really good quality fabrics here as well. 2 payments of £22 and 50p. Item number 709149. Lovely, absolutely lovely. Now we've got more for you, so let's move down because, oh, now then, beautiful, beautiful designs again here from Tula. The colours are gorgeous. Now I'm just going to take that runner away just for a second so we can see the different options, because you've got 4 options here, and we've got some quality threads with this one as well, haven't we?
Yeah, that's the best thing.
Now the one that I'm holding here is the green option. There we go. Isn't that gorgeous? Those pinks work so well with the greens, don't they?
They do. I don't know whether the green has got something in it, some pink, I'm not really sure, but it does work well. But it's the quality as well. I think that's what you can't see on the telly, can you?
This is the awkward thing, because I can feel it. It's got such an amazing feel to it. It's such a lovely weight of fabric.
But it's
you
really
can tell
soft
it's quality
as well.
It is. It's beautiful. I'm just opening this piece out
that
because look at that. How stunning is that? So you're getting half a yard of each design here, and the thread as well, which I've got to say is a quality brand.
Well, it's Aurifil thread, which is my favourite. It's really, really good quality. If you've not used it before and you think, oh, I'm not sure, you know, I could just buy cheap sewing thread, you won't ever go back. It doesn't fluff and knot in your needle.
No, and that's important when you're stitching.
It winds onto the bobbin really well, and it's good for just normal seaming, but for top stitching it's really good because the colours are very vibrant.
Definitely.
And they just sit on the fabric nicely. Once you've tried it, and it's really good because it comes with the bundle. You know, if you've never used it, you will love it.
Perfect match with that bundle as well. So there we have the greens. The one in front here, we've got the orange. Look at those colours. Oh, I love that flower. Let me just open that a little bit.
Well, it's got birds on.
Oh, wow.
Should we open the whole thing?
I'm just going to have to open this one out. Can't not open this one. This is beautiful.
It's got, I don't know what...
Have we got that upside down or the right way up? I think we need to spin
we're
it,
upside
don't
down.
we?
Yeah,
there we are.
Because I don't know what sort of birds they are. They're very bright.
There we are. That looks better.
But look at them.
Oh, I love that.
So bright, aren't they?
That's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Wonderful. So again, you're getting 4 half yards here with the thread to go with it, and it really is a great branded thread as well. I'm right. You're right there, Rebecca. Actually, it's with every type of crafting, whether it's soft crafts or general crafting. Well, I've done a terrible job of folding that. Matt will have to come and sort that out for me. When it comes to certain things, you don't want to scrimp on the value of the quality of it, do you?
You don't, and
thread is one of those things.
I think often you don't realise, and I didn't realise until I'd worked with it for a while, and someone said, oh, you need to try this Aurifil. I said, well, I don't know what the fuss is about, and then you do.
You realise,
then you know.
yeah,
and it's also the colours. You know, like that green is so vibrant, and it has a sheen on it. You just don't get that in normal thread, but honestly, once you sew with it, you won't sew with anything. It is beautiful. The quality.
Well, we've still got a couple of options to show you about. This is the pink option. Again, just stunning. You've got the oranges in there, the greens in there, there's purples, blues, the pinks. Is that a seahorse I've just spotted? It is, isn't it? Look at that.
That's the beauty of the designs, is that you suddenly think, when you see it just as a small piece, you don't realise, and then you look closely. So it's perfect for if you're doing hexy patchwork EPP. You can cut little bits out.
Definitely. Oh, these are gorgeous. And of course you're getting your thread with this option as well, which is a beautiful colour, I've got to say. There we are. There you can see the thread that you're getting with this particular option. And then the final option is the one that we've got in front, the multi here as well. Now I know I was watching, this is when I managed to catch the show, because Rachel was saying this was her favourite. And actually, I've got to say, now I've seen it up and close, that is beautiful.
Well, it's a really nice sort of deep sagey green in the back, but then that bright pink pop of colours, and I think it's Looks like little polar bears.
It does look like little bears, doesn't it?
Little
And you've
polar
got that
bears.
lovely sort of emblem sign in there as well, a little bit Aztec in design, maybe that emblem in there as well. That's just one of the pieces, but again, you've got your pinks in here.
That one's
you've
got
your
snails
greens.
on it, which you think are flowers until you look really closely. Little
That
snails.
should be my favourite. There's a story that goes round to Chandra about snails and me.
Oh,
Rebecca, I might tell you a little bit later.
Okay. And green thread.
There we are, and the green thread as well. £37.99 is the price, £7 saving here. Another great saving, 109256 is the item number. Lots of lovely choices for you there as well. Now the next item, we've got choices again. We've got 3 different choices for you. We've got the red, the green or the navy for you now. Now the pattern with this one is, ooh, it's the bags. We've got this one here. Let me just show you the image.
This one comes with the bag and the table runner.
The previous one comes with the bag and also the table runner.
Yes.
We didn't show that, did we? We'll bring that in a second, and just so people aren't confused by it. So this particular option that we're showing you now, you have got 3 options, but you're getting this pattern as well, a trio of zip cases, which is lovely. Great price on these as well, £14.99 is the price. You're saving £10 and 46 pence. So you've got 2 half yards here. So one at the top, now they're striking, aren't they?
Well, it looks like a wood print, but inside the wood are little snowflakes. Sort
Isn't
of
that lovely?
Not snowflakes, like crystals. But
Well,
there's
they
enough.
are, they are kind of.
There's enough fabric in each pack to make all 3: the wash bag, the pouch, and the zip purse.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, I really do like that.
It's lovely, isn't it?
I've got to show the other red fabric as well, because you've got little deer on there as well. And that black really does make a difference, doesn't it? It really does make the colour pop. We use that word a lot, or that phrase a lot, but it is so true. So the black there, as though they're little trees in the background. They could be whatever you want them to be. You could pick out some detail, maybe some little beads on there as well. Really like that. So that's the first option. That's the red, and then underneath there we have the green. So again, you've got that kind of that wood grain effect there, but the other piece of fabric is different in design. You've got the shells on here. Again, some beautiful colours. You've got some pink in this one as well. I'm only showing you half of the piece here rather than opening it right out, just so we can see that on screen. Beautiful. And then the final option, the third option, is the navy, which very different again, because you've got kind of a completely different design here on this piece, but then we're back to the deer in there. Do you know, you can even see the little spots.
It's more
what's the official name for the spots on a deer?
I have no idea. Isn't the name?
I'm sure there's a proper name.
But this one is a bit more masculine, isn't it?
Do you know, I would agree with you there, but I think I just love the
it's a lovely
colours
colour
together.
there, isn't it?
Absolutely gorgeous. So of course you are getting the pattern included as well, just £14
So you can make,
and 99
and you can make all 3. So there's the wash bag, which I made in that
which is a really good size.
and then the pouch, and then they're all lined, but you can choose. So with that one, I did it the other way around. So you can line it with the other fabric.
Lovely.
So it gives you a variation.
Lovely. So take advantage. Could we make to sell as well? Is that we're able to make
yes, you
out
can.
of this fabric and sell?
Yeah.
Okay, and once you've got the pattern, of course, you can use it as many times as you like. 912036 for that particular item. Remember, you've got 3 different options there. Now then, moving down, we've got 2 metres of backing fabric for you. Now you've got different options again here. You've got orchid or you've got cream. This is stunning, isn't it?
Well, it's Tula Pink again,
statement.
but she produces extra wide backing, because you know, if you've made a quilt and you want to back it, you don't really want to join the fabric, and also it's really expensive to do that.
Yeah.
But because this is, do you want to hold one end?
Yes, I certainly don't think my arms are wide enough for this. I can just span 54 inches, you see, Rebecca.
Oh, really?
But I can't span that on my own. Look at this. Isn't that beautiful?
And it's got a really
as
lovely
well?
sheen. It's the same fabric quality as the other. It's a beautiful soft cotton. So if you were using it for backing or making duvet covers or that sort of thing, it's just beautiful quality. So it's soft.
You really can feel the quality.
I've used this for backing quilts, and it's so soft. It lays really well, and it's nice to quilt through. And also, it seems a shame when you've made a beautiful quilt not to back it with something lovely. But
so true.
Great for bedding.
Definitely.
Because it is so soft.
It is beautiful. You're not going to be disappointed
But
in the quality of this.
it's got the proper quilting cotton weight, though. It's not. It's soft, but not flimsy.
So what's the actual width in total there, then? Rebecca, do we know?
I can't remember.
Can we just fold that in half?
Yeah.
I'm thinking. See, I've got a bit of a trick.
I'm trying to think what it.
Got a trick.
I can't remember.
I folded it in half. I'd say it's 108 wide.
Do you reckon? Okay.
Because I can span. I know if I've got my
Okay.
arms outstretched, it's 54 inches
Oh,
wide.
right.
And because it's in half,
Yeah.
108.
And then that's it's a 2 metre piece.
I wonder if somebody could go and measure that just to make sure. But I would put money on that.
I have got a tape measure.
Have you?
Yes.
Right. We'll check.
measure that in a bit.
We will definitely check. So do 2 different colours for you there as well. So the orchid and the cream. Item number 706522.
And they both have the same. I think they're swallows.
Yeah, they're gorgeous, aren't they? Really take advantage of those savings as well, a £10 saving on this one. Now, we've got a quilt kit for you now. This is huge. Now, this is absolutely stunning. Now, everything that you get, all the different fabrics here, and I've got to say, I've not even looked through this yet, but straight away I'm looking at these designs and I think these are so unusual, but they just work.
Well, they're from her Monkey Wrench collection, so some of them you've got as real feature prints, which have the big monkeys on. If we go through the here.
Oh,
and then you've
wow.
got other little prints which have got fun bananas.
I love these.
And then there's amazing, I mean, look at let's ruin this now. Look at that spot.
They're just gorgeous, aren't they?
And then there's small, low volume prints. You've got plains, you've got large prints. But, oh, this is moving. And there's a black in there. And I mean, I would never think of putting all these together. But when you look at the picture of the quilt, it's
gorgeous.
It just works. You'd never be able to choose that yourself, I don't think.
Now then, we do have a finished sample, so to speak. What we're going to show you next is the size of the finished quilt. So this is a print. You can see, we've just shown you the real fabrics. The real fabrics are so vibrant. So this is kind of a little bit, if you don't mind me saying, it's a little bit more washed out looking there because it's just a print of it. But we wanted to show you the size and the design of the quilt. But when you put this together with those beautiful fabrics, wow, this is something beautiful. A great saving on this one. Look at this. You are saving £90 here. £90.
And it comes with all the templates.
Everything's pre-cut, isn't it?
Well,
ready for you. The templates are all cut, so you're ready to go with that.
So it's all English paper piecing, and they're all pre-cut for you, so you just cut the fabric, do it. So it's a wonderful project to sit and do by the telly.
Definitely, and you can't help but smile when you look at the fabrics as well. And we can offer you a flexi-buy option as well. I'm just flicking through these. Look at these. Everything's dispatched in 9 days' time as well. 3 payments of £53 if you want to go for this one. This is going to be such a wonderful project to do. 402323 is the item number. Do take advantage while you got that saving of £90. Wow. Now then, we're going to just say hello to Alex next because she's going to tell us, I believe, all about freedom.
Hello everyone. I've got a minute or two to tell you why you should all be members of Hochanda Freedom. Did you know that with Hochanda Freedom you could be saving on your deliveries every month? For just a £6.97 monthly fee, you will benefit from unlimited standard delivery, which means the more you spend with us, the more you save. And you know the best bit? You can cancel any time. Becoming a member of Hochanda Freedom, you will also be able to take advantage of our exclusive Freedom member discounts, where you can save anything up to 20% on an already fantastic Hochanda price. Freedom members will also receive our exclusive members badge and Freedom newsletter, which will keep you updated with all the goings on behind the scenes. Just look at all these benefits for £6.97 per month. Over 10,000 of you are already members, and we thank you so much for being a part of our family and sharing your crafting passion with us. In fact, I'm now going to hand over to you to tell everyone else about your experience with Hochanda Freedom.
It's lovely because you have the special offers, don't you, that give you a nice discount off, sometimes up to 20%.
I don't have to worry about the postage. I can spend a £5 on something that I've seen as and when I've seen it, or I can spend 20 or 30 or £50, it doesn't matter.
I get special offers, I get special discounts, they tell me when everything's happening, so if there's a special show I want to watch, then it's there.
Yes, you do save. If you buy like I do, you save.
You see? You could be a member instantly for £6.97 per month with no ongoing monthly obligation. So when you want to cancel, you can. Just give us a call or go to our website quoting the item number 88888. So don't forget, you get your unlimited standard delivery, exclusive Freedom discounts, members badge and a members newsletter. What are you waiting for? Join Hochanda Freedom today and become a member of the growing Hochanda family.
Oh, lovely, Alex there. Now then, something we didn't tell you about, but I'm going to tell you now is everyone who purchases from any of the shows over the 24 hours, of course, during the course of the one-day special shows, is going to be put into a prize draw, and somebody's going to win this fabulous bag. This is really generous size as well, isn't it?
Well, I designed it so it's nice and narrow at the top.
Love it.
So you can just keeps it, doesn't it all gape out, but then it's pleated. And
it's really lovely.
Gives it all space. So tomorrow I'm going to do a demonstration, show you how to make it.
Oh, fabulous.
But that's the pattern you get if you buy one of the 4 half-yard packs.
Yes, you do get the pattern. You do get the pattern included if you're going for the set of 4, and you've got the options there in the different colour tones. But yes, some lucky person is going to win this. It doesn't matter, you don't have to buy the one-day special itself as long as you're purchasing from one of the shows during the 24 hours that we're broadcasting live. Right, demonstration time,
Demonstration.
Rebecca. Our favourite bit.
I don't know if you've got. I do have a set. Mine's a bit creased though.
That's all right.
So this, what I'm going to show you to do is make the runner. Oh, shall I go and get it?
We'll get Matt to bring that in. That's fine.
I want you to see how to do it. So what you do to start with is cut your fabrics. You've got 4 fabrics.
Okay.
And you cut it into 12 centimetre squares.
Lovely.
And you need 8 of each colour if you want to make this size. Now there's loads of fabric. Oh yeah, let's.
Oh, we've got the runner here.
Let me show you what it looks like. So I've designed it just for a sort of a smallish table, but to make this size you need 32 12 centimetre squares. But there's enough fabric to cut more than that.
Yeah.
So if you want to make it longer or wider, you just keep repeating the pattern.
Of course.
Once you've done a few rows, you'll understand how it works, and then you can just repeat it because it's a really simple technique.
Really lovely, actually. Now, I'm just going to spin it over because obviously on the back it's all the same fabric there, but it still looks lovely. So you've got the choice of sort of flipping that over.
Yeah, and I made that using one of the half. I had loads left over, but I used some of the. I cut all those squares. And I had that left over to put the back on as well.
I think you're so right. When you spend the time making something, make the backing look just as nice as the front.
Just it also because even when you seam it, you can see it a bit.
Yeah,
can't you? So once
That's
you follow
lovely.
the basic pattern, you can then increase it, and there's plenty of fabric.
Okay.
So what you do to start with is you've got to lay your fabrics out because you've got to decide. I can't remember which option this one is. Is it 1?
I think. Oh, that's the one with the snails in, isn't it? I think it's the green, but we might be able to double check that.
So you've got to lay them out into a pattern. Now, if you follow the photo on the front, you can see, because you've got to decide what order you want them in.
Right,
so this is really important. And then after that, you sew them together. So this is the fun bit. So you have 2, and then you have 4.
Right, okay.
You don't have to remember this.
You see, I'm spotting things all the time, this fabric. Now I'm seeing woodland animals. Look at the hair there. You've got hedgehogs in here, little, what looks like the bear, I think.
There's a bear and a hedgehog, and look, there's the raccoon again.
Oh, yes.
So let's see, you do 2 and then 4.
Okay.
You haven't got to remember this because there is a picture.
Yeah.
And then you do 5.
Right, okay.
So this is how you can increase it. I'll show you. So let's put these out. And I think it's just a good idea to just plop them all out like this. And then you can look back, stand back and go, there's too many of that, too many of that. So you do 2, 4 and 5.
Do you do what we do when we're making things with our paper crafts and things like that? Do you set out and you think, well, I'll just walk away and come back again and then have another look? And sometimes then it becomes clear whether you're happy or not.
Well, sometimes you have to sort of walk back in at a distance as well. So I might lay it on the table and then come back in and go, oh, obviously that's in the wrong place. Then you do a rows of 5, and then this is the pattern, and that just keeps going then. So it's up to you. If you decide, well, actually I want more pinks than greens, there's plenty of fabric there to cut it out.
Okay.
So, I don't know, let's put a green and a pink, and a green and a pink and a green.
You really could spend hours, couldn't you, just kind of shuffling things around. That's looking pretty good to me. I'm just looking at it on the screen there.
You then just keep repeating the 5s.
I see.
And then when you get to the other end, you go 4 and 2 again.
I understand. Yes, it's all become very clear
now. Does that make
now.
sense?
Yeah.
So when you get to the other end, you go back to 4 and 2. So to make it the length I did it, you need 32, but if you want to make it another length, then you just add. Or you could, if you wanted it wider, just following my pattern.
I'm just going to lay out the finished runner there.
So does that make sense?
It does make sense. It makes total sense. But also, the way we were looking at it on cameras there, Rebecca, we got a different view depending on which camera.
Yes.
But I can see exactly how that's working now. So yeah, actually very simple to put together when you see it. When you see
really
it
simple. But you have to keep looking at the picture, because I made a top just to show you, and I was like, God, I keep getting it wrong. You have to, once you've got your 2 and your 4 and your 5.
No, it makes total sense.
And then you just keep fiving until you get to 4.
Yes.
And then 4 lines up there. So like, and then 2. But if you wanted to make it even wider, you would sort of go 2, 4, 5, 6, and then lots of 6s.
I get it. Yeah.
But once you've cut your squares out, just
play, see what you've got, see what fabric you've got available.
Put it on the floor or something, and then just look at it and see, have I got enough? And because you've got quite a bit of fabric there, you could say, well, I want more of this one and less of another.
And if it is a table runner, of course, it's going to depend on the size of the table that you've got as well.
Yes.
Some people may have a really big table, might want a larger one. Some people might have a smaller one. You could put this on a coffee table as well, just for decor. It doesn't matter.
I mean, you could make it smaller as well, because you could do.
You could,
1, 3, and 4.
Yeah, yeah,
but
I can see
play
that.
with it. But by doing it in this way, it means that you get this nice sort of trellis effect that goes down the centre of your table. And it's great because they look wonderful in these fabrics, but you could make it in any fabrics. You could
oh dear,
make this
sneeze.
Bless you.
Don't know where that came from.
You could make this one for your spring table, great for the Easter table. Would look lovely. Make it for your mum for Mother's Day.
Oh, that's a nice idea.
You've only got 6 weeks to go. Was it 7? 6 or 7 weeks?
It's not far, is it, when you think about it?
Then you can make a Christmas one.
You see, I'm a great lover of sort of changing things seasonally as well. I just think it gives your house a whole new feel. And you think, oh, yes, bring the bright stuff out. And then when it comes towards the winter, you're quite happy to see the difference.
Well, you can just have a plain white tablecloth,
and
then you put this on, and it's just like, oh,
complete difference.
Wow. And because they're so amazing colours, and also these fabrics are perfect for it because there's lots of little detail in it. When you cut the small squares out, the detail stands out more.
Yeah,
so
of
the
course
snail
it does.
really stands out.
Could I ask, this is a question I ask a lot on the soft craft shows, is about starters, because we know there's people out there that tuning in. I read on social media on a regular basis that people are watching the sewing shows and they've never sewn before, but now they're starting. Is this a project that could be done by a beginner?
Oh yes, definitely, absolutely. I mean, one of the points, because I've designed 4 projects for these 5 shows, is that I've thought about beginners.
Yeah.
Could you do it as a beginner? The bag is a little trickier than this, but what I've done with that one is I've shown you how to pleat, how to pleat properly. And with the zip cases, how to put a zip in properly in a purse.
Techniques involved.
And so with this is really simple. So probably the trickiest thing is cutting 12 centimetre squares. I mean, I did it with a rotary cutter.
Yeah.
And a ruler, so I got them exactly.
Perfect.
But, you know, you could draw on the back of them. You can cut these any size, actually. Just make sure they're all the same size.
Yeah, yeah.
Because if they're not, they won't work.
But so if you really think about it.
You know, if you wanted to cut 4-inch squares, that's fine.
I suppose you could just use paper to start with, coloured paper, just to see the size before you cut into the fabric, just to safeguard yourself as well.
Yeah, it's just to work it out. But if you haven't got a rotary cutter, with a ruler, you know, you lay it against the fabric and there's the measurement and you cut with the rotary cutter. If you haven't, you can draw the lines on the back or just mark with a tape measure. But, you know, once you've cut out your squares, it's really simple.
Really simple. Lovely. So great starting point for anybody. Now, just before we go back to Rebecca, I'm just going to talk to you about our fat quarter bundle. We've got it here right at the end, actually. I'm just going to shift my chair a little bit so I can reach a little bit better without standing up. Now, you've got 20 fat quarters here. These are amazing again. You may recognise some of the detail in the fabrics here as well. Just look at that. That's the one I opened out earlier, I believe. What an amazing saving once again here. £29.96 is the saving here. You will be recognising these fabrics that we saw, you know, throughout those bundles on the counter as well. Different configurations. What an amazing way to get your fabrics and have a taste of everything. They are fat quarters. You have got 20 of them, so lots and lots of options here. You've got every colour that you would want to work with, I think, here. The oranges, the pinks, the greens, the blues. There's purple in here, there's black. Oh, I love that. That is gorgeous. And I think the more you look at these, the more you see. And there's that one with the woodland animals. Look, can you see the raccoon, the hedgehog, the squirrels in there as well? And that's without even opening these fabrics out, so you can imagine how beautiful they're going to look once they're opened out. The pinks and the oranges together work so, so well. Look at that, how pretty. Just beautiful. So 20 completely different designs here, but they all work just as well together. You really could pick any of these out and they will work together. Maybe you're making just small projects. I've got to open this one out.
I think that's jellyfish.
It is the jellyfish, yes. This is lovely.
It looks like jellyfish.
Let me just hold this out. So yes, we did mention this as we went through the other bundles, but we didn't actually open that out. How beautiful is that? I adore that. I think that is absolutely
it's really
stunning.
clever. And you can really cut out just parts of it, or you just cut strips of it.
You can, and we've seen fabric used more and more in mixed media as well, Rebecca. So I mean, working with our mixed media, with our journals, that sort of thing, fabric being brought into it, picking out detail with fabric, with beads and maybe metallic threads and that sort of thing as well. It looks
wonderful with embroidery, because what you can do is you can just embroider small sections of this. So if you made just a small little zip purse for a friend, you could just embroider round part of it, put their name in part, and you know, that's so simple, isn't it? But what a special gift.
It would be very, very special. Well, there's the details on the screen for you. So that amazing saving there, 718780 is the item number for those. Now, the big quilt. So let's have a reminder of that as well. You can see it behind me. This isn't the official quilt. This is a print of this. So you can see, you can gauge the size of it here. This is the size that you're going to achieve. Now, I really don't want to use the word washed out, but you will see what I mean, because the fabrics, when you see the fabrics that you're getting, they're so vibrant, they're so bright. This is going to be something very, very special indeed. Now, we can split this over a flexi-buy option, not 2 but 3 payments for you as well. But look at the saving on this one, £90 saving. These are beautiful fabrics. They're top quality. They're absolutely gorgeous. When you get them home and you feel the quality of them, you're going to be so in love with them. 402323 is the item number. So for that whole quilt kit, 3 payments of £53. What a lovely project that's going to be for you. And you're loving these as well, I've got to tell you that. Beautiful designs from Tula herself. Rebecca has designed the patterns that are with the bundles as well, so it's just a great combination. It really is.
Well, yeah, it's nice to be able to, sometimes you want some new ideas and want to see how to use things, and when you can see a project actually made up, it's different. And it was lovely for me, because I got to have a look at all the packs and choose and decide what to use. And it's as I was cutting them and playing with them, I thought, oh wow, look at all these little bits and pieces. I mean, I've always loved Tula fabric. I met her when I went to the quilt show in Houston in October.
Oh,
and she's great, real personality.
I bet she is. Does she dress very brightly as well?
She does.
Yes. Oh, I did too to myself. Right, can we see more of the demonstration? Are we going to sew this together?
Yeah, we are.
We can
so
see
I
how
just wanted
works?
to sort of talk to you about the layout and how to do that. So keep it laid out somewhere so you don't forget. Or what I do is, if you know you might be popping off to pick up the kids or making a cup of tea or feeding the cat or something, just take a quick picture on your phone, because it's really annoying if you've laid it all out and worked it out and then you forget. And also, when you're sewing it together, this is how I've just done it. You sew a row and then you put it back the wrong way around. So just take a quick photo or something, or label them.
So a lot of these fabrics, or would they all work in different directions? Are they multi-directional?
The majority of them are, but not all of them. So I think that the rabbit and raccoon
one with
isn't.
The animals, it looks
but the snails definitely is multi-directional, because I kept turning them around and then there was another one upside down. So you might have laid them in a specific way. So just all label them. Sometimes I just cut little pieces of paper and put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and just pin them on.
Wonderful.
But do that, honestly, because I've done it and I've thought I will remember, and I haven't. Then when you've done that, you can then start sewing it together. So I'm going to just move a few rows, or I won't be able to sew them. So I'll just pretend.
Just making some room. So we've taken our photograph. We're not going to forget where
we're not going to forget. And then, you know, measure you could even lay it all out on the table you're going to make it for, and then you'll know it will fit, won't you?
That probably is the best tip, actually, because you know it's going to look right, you know you've got the size right. There's been nothing worse than actually stitching, just getting carried away, stitching it all together and finding it looks too big or too small for your table.
And the table runners, sometimes you can have them so they meet exactly at the beginning and the end. Sometimes they go within the table, but other times they hang over the edge. But don't make them hang over more than about 12 inches, though.
No, okay.
Because otherwise, you won't be able to get them easily.
No, that's so true. You don't want them catching on your lap when you're tucking yourself in and out of the table.
So, first of all, you make the rows.
Okay.
Okay. So now I've got these in exactly the right place, pin them together while they're there, and then you know. Because, again, it's so easy. Because they're squares. If they were rectangles, we'd be fine, but they're squares.
Okay.
Pin them together. Okay. Right.
Lovely.
And then sew with... there's a 1 centimetre seam allowance involved in this, but if you don't want to use that and you want to go imperial, or if you've cut imperial squares, it doesn't matter as long as you use the same seam allowance. So just match the raw edges and make sure for beginners that these raw edges are always together. Because if one is further out than another, then you won't get an exact seam. But this fabric is, because it has that slight sheen, it stays together quite nicely.
Wonderful.
And the cut edges are quite crisp, so it's easy. When you have sort of cheaper fabrics, they fray more, and it's harder to keep it even. Reversed at the end, beginning and end. Yeah. Otherwise your seam is
just a lot of stitches.
Okay.
So you've got that very clever machine. I was watching earlier. I know it cuts your thread. See, I'm looking for a new machine, and I think I need one of those. It's one of those things that
it makes a difference.
It does. It saves your thread.
It does, and it doesn't have a lever either, which I love.
No lever at all?
No, it doesn't have a lever. So when you I'll put it back, when you press the foot, it goes down, and when you stop sewing, it always stops with the needle down and the foot up.
Always?
Always.
Oh, you
so
see,
if you want to turn a corner, you don't have to...
Yeah.
It just does it. You can lift the foot up with the bottom.
So all those little things, if you're looking for a sewing machine, it's worth taking into account all those little bits and pieces. We're not selling the sewing machine today, but...
Just talking about the glories.
It does make a difference.
Well, do you know the problem with sewing machines? As they get better, they have more and more stitches. Yeah. And everyone goes, well, I don't need all those stitches, but actually you get loads of other features too. Yeah. So think about it. So when you've done that, then you need to press it open. And oh, do I love this. I'm going to get one of these.
Lovely.
I think we're selling this today.
The iron, yes, it's amazing.
But it's just, look, so you put it on, and when you put your hand, it lowers.
I know, it's just so clever.
And then you go like that, and it goes up again.
There we are. As soon as you let go, all you have to do is, I don't know, it is hot, I know, but you see, I'm just holding it there. Can we get a better view of it as I'm holding it here? So, because I'm touching the handle, then the feet have gone up. As soon as the feet have gone down, I should say. As soon as I put that down and I take my hand off the handle, the feet have now come down, which lifts the iron up. So you don't ever have to put it on its end. So you've got the safety aspect there, haven't you? Yeah. But also, you just can't hold it.
It's like I think it's a sensor. But what's great, because I thought, it's going to keep going up and down. But, if you're pressing something, as long as you keep hold of it. But I know when I'm pressing... and I've got something I really want to hold, I don't put it on its end and then it starts burning, but with that one...
There's a lot of features on that as well, more than just the feet. If you read the details on the website, and we have got it on a Freedom
Steam's really good as well.
It is,
Try that as well. When you've... it's great, isn't it? When you've pressed your seam open from the wrong side, turn it over and press it from the other side.
Okay.
Because sometimes when you've pressed it from that side, if it's not exactly flat, you might have a slight crease.
Right, I understand.
And it's very important, because we're joining squares together and the seams have got to match. It's very important that you press it open completely.
Wonderful, and that presses beautifully. Just while we're looking at the iron as well there, Rebecca, have you noticed how deep the opening is at the front of your pressing?
Yeah.
That's just, I don't know if we can just demonstrate that while you've got that bit of fabric there. Can we just show, if you slide... So if you were going into a pocket, into the top of a pocket or something like that, you can put your fabric in between the iron and the metal plate. That's it. Look. How deep that is. So I don't know how far that was. Is that as far as it'll go back, or will it go further?
Well, it'll go like that.
it's more than you will get on a regular iron. This iron has been created for
it's not
soft crafters in mind, but it can be used as well for your general ironing and laundry needs as well. It is a fabulous iron. I had the pleasure of doing a show with Hayley Smith when it was launched. I was absolutely amazed, and everybody has been amazed. You've got a freedom price or a flexi freedom payment there for you as well. 3 payments of £45. So if you do want to invest in it, I'm sure you're not going to be disappointed. Do have a look on the website at all the different features as well. 161232. Is that the first time you've used that iron then, Rebecca, today? And you are impressed with it straight away?
I absolutely love it, because I was I'm going to have to move this out of the way. I was using it earlier because I'd cut out some fabric and it was a bit creased where this crease of the fabric was, so I had to go there. Oh, it's just brilliant. And then I was pressing all these bits, and then I had to go. I thought, well, I need to press some seams and see how it was. Just great. So now you've done one row, you can, to save yourself a bit of time, keep going forwards and backwards because you're you've got it all laid out. You can pin a whole row together. So again, if you've never done this together, just match the top and the bottom. Make sure that edge is nicely matched.
Okay. And you said in the pattern it says centimetre seam allowance on this.
1 centimetre, but as long as you use the same seam allowance, it doesn't matter what it is.
Okay. The reason I've said about that is because normally we do tend to see sort of 1/4 of an inch, which there is a difference. It's very similar, but it's not the same. And every time you make a seam, it will make a difference if you change it.
Yes, it will.
Seam allowance.
So 1 centimetre is equivalent to 3/8 of an inch. It's a bit bigger. So it depends whether you want to sew in metric or imperial. It really doesn't matter.
But if you join in lots of pieces together and you were going down to 1/4 of an inch, which is smaller, overall the size is going to change quite a lot, isn't it?
It makes a really big difference. And with this, just think about it. So, you know, I've cut 12 centimetre squares, so when they're sewn together, they'll end up as 10 centimetres. So if you work that out, then you'll be fine. So you can do what you'd like. I just use, because my sewing machine just happens to have metric foot plate, so which is why I use metric, but it really doesn't matter. And then you can pin the 4th one on, and this just saves a bit of time. So what you could do, so that they now meet, so just, because they're not massive squares, you just need to put 1 pin at the top, 1 at the bottom.
Lovely.
You could then pin all of your rows in the same way. And then keep them all together. So I'm just going to sew this row, because then I'm going to show you join them on together. So, because the really important thing with this is that these seams match up, and I'm going to show you a technique for getting that to happen. There's nothing worse than when your seams don't match up, although don't get too hung up about it, people worry, but I'm always amazed how many clothes I buy that seams don't match.
That is, yes, I think the more you pay, the chances are the better the seams are going to be. But sometimes you can pay quite a lot of money for clothes and the seams aren't great.
Or they just don't match up. If you've got, you know, like a colour block shirt or something, it's really important that they match, and they don't always. But with something like this, you know, because it's not a massively time-consuming project, you know, you can make the top of this in a couple of hours. It's worth spending a little extra time to get the seams to match up.
Definitely.
And also, it's good practice if you haven't done this before. It's really good practice. So, I'm going to move my machine.
Do you do dressmaking as well then?
Yeah,
Rebecca?
I do.
Do you do all types of soft crafts?
I do. I like dressmaking. I prefer probably quilting and patchwork. Embroidery is my favourite though at the moment.
Machine embroidery or hand
No, I
embroidery?
like hand embroidery actually.
Ooh.
That's my favourite. I work on just started working for an embroidery magazine.
Have
which is
you?
Nice. Yeah, really like that.
Do you design your own patterns for that as well?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Oh, yet.
Not yet.
I like that.
But I think probably my favourite thing is soft crafts. I like designing things.
Yeah.
3D things, like door stops.
Yes.
Love a door stop. I quite like crochet as well. Ta-da. Right, anyway.
It just never gets old, does it, with the
I
iron?
know, it doesn't. Do you know, I think if I
love
have
it.
one of these, I just laugh all the time. I'm going to have to buy one. I don't even know how much they are. Just really want
Well, we've got... are you a Freedom member?
No, I'm not actually.
You need to
but
be a
I
Freedom
just
member.
watched the video.
We'll bring the details in for you, Rebecca. Let's have a look at this.
The
Now, if you're
10,000
not a
first.
Freedom member, £149.99. If you become a Freedom member, look at this, £134.99. So does that make that a why not deal? It does, doesn't it? Because, of course, Freedom Club price is $6.97 for the month. So even with the postage and packaging, taking it all into account, it's cheaper if you join the club. And you've got that Flexi Freedom offer as well, so you can split it over 3 individual payments. And we're not talking an ordinary iron here, we're certainly not. There are many features, more than we've mentioned. I can't think of anybody that's actually been in the studio, because a lot of our guests have used that now. Everybody absolutely loves it. They really, really do. There's something about the way the steam comes out of the plate at the bottom as well. I think that's a big feature on there, but I'm sure everything's on the website.
Yeah, no, it is. It just works really well.
Yeah.
So now we're going to join row 1 to row 2.
Okay.
And it's really important that this seam matches up, because if you look on the... Well, I'm gone. Let's hope mine match up now. They do. Yes, they do. It's really important because it looks neater.
Yeah, definitely.
So just spend a bit of time doing it. So what you do is you place them right sides together. So obviously with this one, there's only one seam. When you do the others, there'll be more seams.
Yeah.
So make sure that these raw edges are matching. And then put a pin through about, stick it into the table. I always do this on the ironing board because it's slightly padded. It works really well. A couple of centimetres, so an inch down.
Okay.
And then just lift that up and make sure that is going through the seam there. See, it's not exact. Now it is.
Ah,
right?
yes.
But do it on your ironing board because it's slightly padded. Now take another pin and really close to the edge, do the same thing. I'll move that over.
You see, I'd have automatically turned it right over, but you don't need to, do you? You just need to lift that one layer.
See, because you know that one's going through the seam.
It's clearer to see that
And the
way.
reason I'm doing that is because, and can they see that on the, yes they can, is that when you sew it, that your seam line's going to go between the two.
Yeah.
So now, put a horizontal pin through both layers.
That's a great tip.
And then put one through both layers there. Now you can take those out. Now, when you sew through, you're going to sew through here.
Yeah.
So you know that they're together.
Yeah.
Just have a quick
That
flick
is a really
over
good tip.
and make sure this is flat too. Because if you want your finished patchwork top to lie really flat, it's a good idea if you keep both of these flat.
Okay.
So when you're doing ones like this where it's a 2 on a 4, the end of here needs to match up with the end of there.
Right, I understand.
Just because you're going to sew it all together. You don't have to, it's not as crucial as that seam because it won't be visible, so you don't have to do the double pin method.
Okay, so the end of the fabric is lining up.
Yes, so that end of the
part
fabric.
the pressed seam allowance there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then just sew it like that. So now, when we come to sewing, put those there. Move my machine. You can see it on the pins.
I can't stop looking at these fabrics. I keep spotting new things all the time.
Sew this together in exactly the same way as you did before, going backwards and forwards at the beginning. Make sure those raw edges are matching. Now, because remember I said about the bottom seams need to stay flat, and quite often when you're running through the machine, it curls up these. So just flip it up before you get to it, and look, that has moved up, and lay those flat.
Okay.
It takes a couple of seconds, but every time you do it, just go up and make sure they're flat.
Now, you've got a very clever machine, and your needle stays down. For someone that hasn't got a machine that does that, would you always recommend they always put that needle down before lifting up, otherwise you're going to offset your stitches,
always.
aren't you?
Whenever you stop, always put the needle down, and then you're safe. Because otherwise, if you move it or something, it comes up, and then you end up with slightly skipped stitches, so always keep it down. Just lay that flat to make sure it's flat. Now, when you now sew through this, you can sew, it won't hit the pins, but what will happen is that your foot will come over some, so it's probably, as soon as you've gone through the central seam, then take them out.
Okay.
But you won't sew over them, but
That's
I just
a great
find
tip.
that the edges of the foot catch on the pins and it goes a bit funny. So once you've secured the seam, then you can carry on. Again, remember to stop when you get to here, lay that flat underneath. It just helps the finished patchwork to lay flatter. When you're then, if you're a beginner's patchwork, if you're doing anything else, if you always keep that little method of always make sure they lay flat.
Yeah.
Right. Now the moment of truth. Oh God, I hope it's worked.
Drum roll, drum roll. I'm watching your machine as well. I can't believe when you take your foot up, that foot just lifts up and down, and I'd be wanting to keep one for the lever at the back.
I know, and if I use other machines, then I forget and I start doing it again. It's a bit like a reverse in a car, isn't it? All in different places.
Yeah.
So now, when we open that up...
Oh, look at that perfection.
It matches.
That looks absolutely perfect to me. Look
now,
at that.
if you're dressmaking or anything, you know, anything where you've got to match a seam and it's really important. I mean, if I'm dressmaking, you know, if you put a waistband and you're putting a zip down the waistband, I actually tack the seams together because that's really important. But that technique works.
It certainly does. Well, what a great tip. Love it.
So all you've got to do now is press the seam with this one. So you always, whether you're pressing the seam to one side or flat, doesn't matter. Press it from this side.
Okay.
This is just a good technique to get into. Press it from the other side to make sure that it's really flat and you haven't got any little creases come out. And now with this seams, the row seams were open. These seams need to be pressed to one side.
Now, when you finish pressing that, Rebecca, I'll just bring it back to the table to show the camera up and close because we are a little bit hidden there.
Okay. Bit of steam. Right.
Okay, lovely. There we are. So you have pressed there. You can see, you know, this fabric presses beautifully as well.
Does.
It's a combination of the fabric quality and the iron
It
itself,
is, but it
isn't
makes a difference. It does press really well.
It does.
So when you have lower quality fabrics, they're really hard to get creases out of. I don't know whether it's the finish.
Yeah.
It's probably the cotton, I don't know. But it does press really well.
That's the thing, and these are truly great quality. They're absolutely beautiful designs as well. Well, we'll hopefully speak to Rebecca in a little while, but we're just going to go to a video for you now. We're going to remind you of how Flexi works, so you could be popping that iron into your basket.
Flexi order has arrived at Hochanda. What is Flexi order? When you place an item on FlexiBuy in your basket, you qualify for Flexi order, which means any other items you add to your basket will also be included in your FlexiBuy payments, so you can spread the cost over multiple monthly payments. After your first payment is made, your entire order will be dispatched. When you add at least £60 worth of any items to your shopping basket, either online or on the phone, you'll qualify for our Flexi Order offer. This means you can spread the cost of your order over equal monthly FlexiBuy payments, offering you the extra flexibility when you shop with us. Flexi Order, making your shopping experience with Hochanda easier.
Yes, now then, a quick reminder, the one-day special, and also a reminder that everybody that's purchasing anything from the shows, it doesn't have to be the one-day special, you're going to go into a draw to win this fabulous bag. It has just been stuffed out just for purposes, but somebody's going to win that. Now, the one-day special itself, these are absolutely beautiful. You've got options number 1, number 2 and number 3. Number 1 is the one that we've got at the top here. These designs are absolutely stunning. They are unique, designed by Tula herself, an American lady, absolutely beautiful. Something very different about these, but every single piece, doesn't matter which ones you pull out, which ones you put together, how you arrange them, they're all going to work together. So of course this is option number 1. You're also going to get the cushion pattern regardless of the option as well. This pattern is designed and written by Rebecca herself. Actually, I'm going to show you the cushion in a little while as well, but option number 1 is the one at the top. Number 2 is the greens, which I think has been our most popular so far, which actually when I show you the cushion sample, this is I think the one that's been used for the cushion sample as well. So there's your greens, and then we have option number 3, which is this one here. Again, gorgeous colours in there, the blues, the greens, the pinks, the oranges, the yellows, all focus in here as well. Absolutely stunning. Let me just show you the cushion itself. Beautiful, isn't it? What a lovely design. Now you decide what colour you want to sort of separate those patterns with, create that sort of window frame effect there, whether it wants to be the white has been used here, whether you want to pick out one of the colours, or maybe go for black and really make a statement. Then the back there decorated with one of those fabrics as well. Absolutely beautiful. Now everything is there for you on the screen, 709149, and you've got a FlexiBuy option on there, but everything is on the website, everything that we've got available. We do want to go back and see Rebecca, but do be checking those baskets out as well. Everything's there, including the iron as well. Oh, do take time to look at the reviews on there, 5-star reviews as well. Of course, we've got lots of fabrics available that you could be using that iron with. Do take time to read the reviews I'm sure Rebecca's going to be joining those as well very, very soon.
I think I am.
And I'm so tempted as well. I did say that last time and I've managed not to go and spend, but I think I might end up buying one myself. Lovely items here. Rebecca, we've still got a little bit of time left.
Okay, so
you wanted to show us.
Yes, while you were there, I finished the whole thing.
Oh wow, look at that,
No,
speed crafting.
No, I did this really quickly earlier on, and I didn't do the really clever seam matching method, so don't look too closely because I was trying to get it done really quickly.
That looks amazing.
So that's what it looks like. So what you do, this final bit, okay, is there's enough. Now I cut it from one of the complete kits, so that's what I had left after I'd cut my squares.
I love that fabric.
You get some wadding if you want to, or you know, it can be thick wadding, thin wadding. It doesn't really matter. You could get heat resistant wadding.
I was just going to say that because then you could put your pans,
your
pots on.
There's various heat resistant waddings you could buy. Put that down and then put this on top, right side up. Then put this down, right side down.
Okay.
If you do it like that, you can, if you get the points at the same place, then it will, that they'll be straight.
Nice and straight.
Oh, and then you might need to press it again because I pressed it from the right side. And then all you do, you don't cut it or anything. You then sew this to this.
Oh.
Okay. So you start here and you leave a little gap. So I sort of left a gap between about here and here.
Okay.
Can you see that? Yeah. So maybe a 10 centimetre gap, and you sew all the way round with the 1 centimetre. And when you get to here, where these seam are, this is really easy. You just go up there.
Of course, you're just following that
and
seam line
sew
all the way around.
So you've got your wadding underneath. Remember. So these have got to be right sides together, and the wadding must be underneath.
Gorgeous. Do you know, it really is something that starters could begin with, intermediates, experts. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. I think for starters, I would suggest maybe following the pattern just as you've done it with that 1 centimetre seam allowance so you don't get confused. Anybody else could change that, elongate it, make it wider, do whatever you want with that. But of course, once you've stitched all of the way around then,
you cut round it. You cut round it all. And
makes a lot of sense.
All the instructions are in there about what you do, but you cut the corners off, you snip into these bits to make it lie flat, then you turn it all right sides out, poke out all the corners and press it and it's done. And then with this one I quilted it, so you don't have to do that, but I just really simple. I kept the edge of my machine foot next to the seam, and I just sewed either side of the seam.
Lovely. And if you did put a nice wadding in between there as well, certain fabrics like this one here, you could stitch around the circles
I would
there,
do. I mean,
bring out the detail. Oh, look at this.
So you could do like a cross hatch. You, as you say, you could stitch around those circles. You could go around these because every fabric has got a bit of detail in it. It's how much time you've got, and then sew around the edge. So when and wherever your turning gap was, it was probably here, that just closes that.
Just close off, you would never know where it was.
I mean, all the details are in the instructions, so you haven't got to remember any of this, but that's easy.
And then, of course, you've got all that excess fabric which you're going to use. Don't throw it away. You can make your little charm squares, that sort of thing, and use them as well.
Because this is what I cut out with, so.
Would you always recommend finding the centre part so you've got, even though that's backing, it wouldn't look right, would it, if it was kind of off?
No, well, this is what I would say is that you can see, make sure these points are at the same there, and then if you look here, I would check to make sure where's the edge of his, that meets up with the edge of his ear. Where is that here? And I would, so I would maybe draw a centre line.
It deserves to be treated as it should be, the fabric. It is absolutely stunning. It really, really is. Well, we're almost at the end of another hour, Rebecca. Well done. Now, you're going to be back at 9 o'clock tomorrow.
I am, yes. I'm going to be showing you how to make that pleated bag.
Oh, wonderful. So, of course, anything can be looked back on and rewind as well. So if you miss a launch show, you can certainly get that as well. Do take your time to have a look at everything that we've got available for you here. But these fabrics are absolutely stunning. Don't forget to check those baskets out. Rebecca, that just leaves me to say thank you very, very much. What a lovely hour that was. Really enjoyed that. Really enjoyed it a lot.
A spring hour.
Yes, it was. Springy. We can go away smiling, thinking about these gorgeous fabrics. Thank you very, very much. Don't go anywhere though. We've got much more to come throughout the night, of course. Yes, coming up next, we've got John next.